All right, hi everybody. Welcome to episode 25 of Once Upon a Game. I am your host and one of the two facilitators and players today. I'm Eric. Here, they pronouns, and this is Once Upon a Game, the story game one-shot show where we play games that don't require a lot of prep and just go buck wild on Friday nights. It's available for everybody. It's a good, safe, fun environment if you ever want to try streaming a game. If you ever want to just try a random smaller game that you may not have heard of and have a great time with strangers who will ultimately be your friends. If things go right, this is a good way of doing it. If you love games as much as I do, or just want to see what else is, take a walk on the wild side of whatever's coming out new, or things you might have missed, a decade ago, 5 years ago, yesterday, what's on Kickstarter right now, in terms of games. So that's be fun. Yeah, pretty much everything. So you have everyone watching this. You're having a fun old time tonight because we have the best duo of hosts / facilitators of Once Upon a Game on today,
and we're both really humble too.
Extremely the humblest.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're doing a duo, a dynamic duo game of one-on-ones. We have two games lined up today. Each of us has decided that we're going to facilitate one of them. It's Murderous, Ghosts, and Reflections. Today, and we're going to explain a little bit of that in just a bit, but we haven't decided which game we're going to go do first, and so I thought it'd be fun if we do it live online. I think we're going to do rock, paper, scissors to determine it, and we tried to do it a little bit before break and realized how, we're not good at it, and so we're going to do it live. I don't know how we're not good at it, but that's enough about me. Sam, who are you?
I'm Sam. This was my idea, and I thought to myself, who on God's green earth likes murder as much as I do? There are two people, and one of them happens to be a tabletop streamer whose show I go on. So I'm like, hey, Eric, you want to do a doubleheader? Anyway, you can find me at Passruns on Twitter, she, her pronouns, and
Your luxury.
I'm a luxury if you can afford. Yes, that was, yes. Thank you for reminding me. All right. Let's suck it for scissors, okay?
Right. Okay,
Right.
so it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so.
And no best 2 out of 3. Don't be a wuss.
Oh yeah, no, it's shoot to kill. This is okay.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot. All right, Reflection goes first.
All right. I think what happens is that when we both talk, Zoom cancels it out, and so we don't hear the other person.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's what it is. It's like negating our voices.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going first. So we're doing reflections tonight first.
Okay. And then regardless of the outcome of that game, Murderous Ghost is weighted so that I will almost certainly kill you. So let's see if we draw or if it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you intend for that to rhyme?
Did that rhyme?
Yeah. We'll just kill you 2 and 2-2. No?
Okay. Not rhyme. Saying the same thing twice isn't a rhyme.
Well, they were different 2s. It's
a
homophone.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh, okay, Drake.
All right, so it is my turn. I have won, and therefore I get to describe the game and be the first facilitator tonight. So we're gonna play a game. It's a fun little small short little game of dueling called Reflections. So Reflections takes place, and we're probably gonna change it, but it takes place as a sort of samurai duel game where you're two best friends, and then you kind of grow apart, and then there's sort of a big huge fault between everybody, and then there's a part where we try to reconcile and it's not, and then we got a duel. So that is sort of the idea of the game. It follows a really fun arc. It's designed by Jim McClure. You might know from being one of the designers of the new Roll20 game Burn Bright. So let's go ahead and get into the game because it's pretty short. Now let me look. So Sam did all of this work to make these amazing backdrops and everything.
No. Okay, these are literally things I had lying around. This one is from Follow. This was from Follow. You probably, I remember it, but you don't, because it was like behind the quest picking sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Have it rolling around, sitting around in Roll20. Anyway, Yes, I slaved over a hot roll 20 for 30 hours doing this. It's all leftovers from other games. I'm real
Yeah,
tired.
no, cannibalizing it. It's great. Cool. So, yeah, let's talk about what we want to do. So originally it's supposed to be samurais of like either, family or something like that, and things fall apart. We get to make some choices here. So what do we want to do instead?
Oh, Jesus. I pitched a couple
Yeah, I don't
ideas.
remember them. What were they?
Either. I remember that one of them was like bounty hunters in space, and I said butterfly meme. Is this Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
Uh,
Cowboys in Space is pretty good.
where is it? It was literally like a 4-line message. I have not sent you that many
Yeah,
4-line messages.
that's
That was
true.
messy. Don't worry, but
At least the outfits.
you Roll 20 game while I look for this.
What about Roll20?
Yeah, have you played Burn Bright?
No, I have not yet, but it was just released, and so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay.
Okay, no, found it.
All right.
I said, okay, so I went out and paid Dollar Rim for reflections, and my pitches are Shadowrunners in a cyberpunk future, orcs optional, rival demon slash monster hunters, space bounty hunters.
I like Shadowrunners.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling Shadowrunners.
Okay.
I don't know much about actual Shadowrun, but I can do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
Shadowrun, like at this point, I feel like Shadowrun's basically a meme about rolling
Yeah.
24 d6s.
Yeah, just buckets full of d6s and weird
Yes.
weird stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a Shadowrun variant. Now, let's see. I'm looking over like the it is a time of options and wondering if they all kind of make sense.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. It was a time of.
Internal conflict, spring harvest, open rebellion, changing emperors, conquest, and law. I think changing
We can
emperors.
pick up our own, right?
Yeah, totally. But like when I think of changing emperors, I think of like the death of like a small gang. I think of what's the name of the starting scenario gang in Blades? The
Uh,
Rooks, or in Crow's Feet, the
yeah.
starting.
What is it? The red sashes and the lamp blacks?
Yeah, but that's because they're both like subsets of the other gang, and that guy and that person gets it at the start, and then you're like, all right, well now that's like where they're fighting. It's a power vacuum, and so I'm thinking it's the same thing as like some gang in our neighborhoods, like Emperor, quote unquote, has died, and now it's a power vacuum.
Okay. So now I do we stand upon
Yeah.
we stand upon the roof of a burning building.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go hard or go home. Do you want me to like embellish on the first point? Sorry, I'm changing the
No.
background to something a little more
Yeah. No.
sci.
No. No. Yeah. I see that. You're good.
Yeah.
I have a cyberpunk thing if you wanted it, but you're already on it.
Yeah. I mean,
Dissipating
this is
needs.
it's a time of a power vacuum between gang leaders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll make it explicit. Yeah.
Yeah. We stand upon. Okay. So when did this feud
All
start?
right. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how I should actually describe it then, rather than open rebellion. It's a time of a power vacuum. I just write that. I guess it's not as poetic as I was looking, but this would be fine. What's want to be? I came out Neo. Do you want to do Neo Toronto? Is that
That
even a thing?
sounds terrible.
I know it does. What's Neo Canada? It's horrible. What do you want? What should our city be?
Oh
Or
no,
maybe just our district.
I have something worse.
Yeah,
Neo Tacoma.
Neo Tacoma. Yeah,
I've spent like 5 minutes in Tacoma, but
that's
like
longer
I
than.
understand the Tacoma energy.
Smaller font than this.
There's no smaller font. That's the worst.
I feel like it's just like resizing itself on its own.
It can't possibly be because we're both GMs in this
It
game.
is because we're both GMs in this game. You got this. Okay. Now
Yeah.
what should I'm just gonna let go and I'm gonna give you the hashtag aesthetics here to organize this stuff. It all looks great on screen, so I'll give you the deal here.
Yeah. Also, like, I guess I have to change it to the obligatory cyberpunk font, don't I?
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, and then it's back to me.
Yes.
No, it's just that we stand upon it's. I remember when you, but that's not listed here, is it?
No,
No, that's fine. That's why I got
oh,
confused.
oh, I just like missed that. Hold on, I'll put that in. I knew there was a fourth one.
Yeah, no worries. All right. While you're doing that, let me think of my answer here. So it is a time of a power vacuum. I say power. I can't say power vacuum. It just
Yes, you can. Yes, you
sounds
can.
nasty. It just doesn't sound good.
Sounds great. I love power vacuums. Power vacuums have drama.
Oh yeah,
Somebody,
no, but the word power vacuum seems wrong.
okay, it sounds
Like
like a
it's more opportunistic. Like people are it's not necessarily open war, but it's a time of clashing gangs for power, vying for power. I don't know. Okay.
we'll
Whatever.
workshop it later.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post.
Yes, yes.
We stand upon the roof of a burning building. Can we be more specific? So like here's this is why I bring this up is because like this one is like a battlefield of dead soldiers, golden wheat fields. So like what is the building that we stand on? Like a proper name it, or something
A
like that.
7-Eleven. No, that's
Yeah.
not it. That's not it. Arcology. This is cyberpunk. We've got
Yeah.
arcology.
But burning arcology?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we set it on fire? Who knows?
Yeah, that's where we play to find out.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
burning arcology. Then it's back to me. I remember when you, and my options were stood as a child in school, were nothing but a peasant, adhered to the code of honor, fought for the right side. Mine's gonna be definitely fought for the right side.
Okay. All right. I love
That actually translates pretty well.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't. Yeah,
Okay. I'll put that in.
sure. And then it's back to you. This feud
Yeah.
started when.
Oh, I'm so glad I get to be the. Oh no, no. Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Happening a lot right now.
roll 20 editor.
Huh?
Roll 20 editor. What are you doing?
No, it's. I don't know. It's part Roll20 editor.
I'm trying. This game's just too awesome. I can't I can't handle it.
You've overloaded it. I remember. The feud started when. Anything that fits the sentence. But no. I'm between like your ambition overpowered your logic
Mm-hmm.
because that means that like I'm the one who turned to the wrong side, but you were the one who was too ambitious. So, and you would no longer follow my orders. No, your ambition overpowered your logic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Or maybe it was both of our ambitions. Your ambition overpowered your logic.
Dope.
There we go.
Cool.
Cool.
And
That's
now we
pretty.
got to come up with some names and title. Obviously, like the first thing is like an I am some kind of Shadowrunner, but like that seems too.
Think about the sprawl classes.
Oh yeah, perfect. Oh
I'm
yeah.
dead thinking like this is a game of this sprawl that's gone terribly wrong.
Oh yeah. Like that's a great idea. That is exactly what this is. I used to have the playbooks up. I was just looking at them. Do I want to be infiltrator, hunter? I'm a hunter. So I
Oh,
need a name. Um.
oh my god,
Ooh.
my copy of the sprawl in my RPG folder. Uh, no, what hunter killer? It's a killer. I'm
That's
dead as a murderer. I am an assassin. Assassin going for the moral high ground. My name is
mine's Homily Jones.
cool and good. Oh, you can just edit that.
Oh yeah, I totally can. I see.
You have that power.
Rookie mistake. Giving me all this power.
uh,
Yo, don't. I did not order you to change font size. Not.
fucking roll 20. I remember one time I was playing with somebody, and this person was like, I was like bagging on Roll20's text editor, and this person was like, "Well, I have a friend who works for Roll20. I can't bag on Roll20." And I just wanted to be like, "Yes, you can. You 100% can."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
love
been.
Roll20 though.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no other way you could play this game, but like, it would just be really frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at the suggested names in the Sprawl book. No joke.
Okay. Sure.
Uh, names are hard.
Names are really hard.
Yeah. While I'm stalling for time, a funny thought that I had when thinking about this game is, God, what if it was just our characters from that game of Follow?
Oh my god. Bring him back. Oh my god. What was his
No,
name?
that's
Gertrude. It's not
what's that
Gertrude.
head. Huh?
It was not Gertrude. What was their name?
Gerald.
Gerald. Hard G.
The horniest slime man.
The horniest.
Yeah. Shit.
What was and their love was soft hands? What was it?
Mr. Soft Hands, because all he does is count checks and jerk off. Which is a Bodega Boys reference, gang gang. Yeah. Uh I'm still let's go back to my name. I'll be thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So wait, what happens next? Like I read the book, but what happens next for the viewing audience?
Right. So we're actually going to be beginning our scene here.
Mm-hmm.
And just to give like an idea of where this is heading. This is the way this game works. Is we're gonna recite the whole like it is a time of thing together. And this is sort of like the last scene of what we're of the movie or whatever, and then we flash back and we do the build up to it. And so what's going to happen is we're going to be doing scenes, and each of these scenes we're going to have a goal that we're going to sort of like secretly bid for ourselves. And when we bid for ourselves with this goal, the idea is that we're trying to accrue dice, sort of like Fiasco. This might be an easy way to think about it. Because the more dice you get, the more likely it is that you succeed at the end, and you get what you want, and you're the last person standing. There's some like stuff about hatred dice and like the idea when you lose and get some things and stuff like that. But like I think we don't have to worry about that until like after we start resolving scenes. Right? Like I don't want to bog things down. This game doesn't have any conflict. I mean, for a game about conflict resolution, it doesn't actually have anything about conflict resolution. We kind of just like decide amongst ourselves. There's no like roll a d6 to see if you jump or anything like that. You know, there's nothing. There's no like duel of wits. It's all just storytelling back and forth.
Is that the burning wheel?
That is a burning wheel. That is the burning wheel.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one, is me. We're gonna take turns. There's 5 scenes, but the fifth one is like our last one here. So it's kind of more like 4 scenes. And so we're going to alternate between characters setting the scenes. Because I was player one, I set the first scene for the first act, which is the time we were friends. And just to read off what this means is this was a time before the feud began when you were wide-eyed optimists about what the future would hold, right? We're not two samurai, we're Shadowrunners. So I wonder what optimistic Shadowrunners would mean. This scene is all about building trust between each other and establishing what our current relationship is going to be. It could be like when we met at graduation. School? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Shadowrun school? There's no need for conflicts or high stakes in this scene. It's just an opportunity for friends to establish the foundation of our relationship. So that's cool. Here's our objectives. We have to choose one to get one.
Yeah. If I had made this Roll20 more than 15 minutes, there would absolutely be a handout.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not.
Right. I know. That's why I could have sent you over to the one that I have with everything set out.
Yeah, but
That's
then we
fine.
have to go back and forth between two Roll20s.
Yeah, I know. Then we don't want to do that.
Yeah. I only have so much computer bandwidth. Come on, my guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
objectives. So here's what happens. So you can bid for, or you can try to like shoot for objectives. Objectives are worth different amount of dice because they're a little bit more difficult to do. The first one is for 1 dice, just choosing your own objective, picking something that you want. The second one for 2 dice is worth is getting your rival to agree to do something for you in the future. The third one is get your rival to give you a personal item, and the fourth one is get your rival to reveal their greatest personal weakness.
yeah, that's a big dice objective.
Yeah, that is nuts. Cool. And at the end, I'll talk about scoring a scene.
Okay, yeah. Which I sort of understood, but also like, please, I'm gay and can't count. Please just do the numbers for me. I can barely do fiasco dice. No, I'm fine with fiasco dice. Anyway, I've picked my objective.
I have not picked my objective. Sorry. Yeah, I got mine too.
Okay. Also, I was thinking about like what optimism means for Shadowrunners, and I think it's just like actually thinking you can make a difference. Like actually thinking that anything that you do matters.
Yeah. I was gonna say more of that latter one. The idea that life is hard, but if you just grind enough, you can it'll be all right.
Yeah, that you can like strike back against the corpse and no, you're just an errand boy. But at this point, we think we can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
let's figure out what the scene. Yeah, figure out what the scene looks like, and then we can begin. Right? Did you need anything? Okay. All right. So, where do we meet? I think it probably has to be a. Do I want to start soft in like a little like street noodle shop, or do I want to start at the end of a score?
I like end of a score.
Yeah, I think it's the end of a score. I am the. Okay, I think we're getting in I think you are part of a team. I guess exfiltrating a. Let's see. I think of like a utilities company or like power, like an electricity bank with like a bunch of batteries that you're taking back or like a generator or something like that, like an experimental generator for our neighborhood, so we can get power and not have to like pay for it. I am part of the drive team basically to like get you guys out of here.
Yeah.
It's raining. Bunch of like bright red and blue kind of like neon reflect off everything. There's the alarm going off at this spot. and like the van door opens, and I'm in the back, like ready to go. And as maybe you are there, or just like another one of your team members, like the one that opens the door and gets filling in, and you're filling in at that point. And yeah, I think it's that point when I look around and I will probably start the scene and be like, all right, looks like everything's gonna be all right. We're still ahead of schedule.
Miriam has like a comically large shotgun in her lap.
Yeah.
Uh, the shotgun distracts from the fact that like she's got all kinds of implanted cyber like high tech weaponry in her.
Mm-hmm.
It says, don't, please don't get. You know what happens the last time? You know what happened the last time you said things were going to go well.
I bop on like the hood of the car, saying like it's good, right in the back of the van, so people drive. Our driver goes, and
Mm-hmm.
and I go, yeah, but this time's different. This time I got a real good, solid feeling about it. Do I know your name at this point, Miriam?
I feel like I have a code name.
Right. You have a code name.
We both have code names.
Yeah.
Is this the scene where we learn each other's real names?
Yeah, probably. And that's why
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what do you yeah, so what is your code name then? Is kind of what I needed.
Crowbar.
Oh, damn, that's good. Mine's Holdout.
Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, cyberpunk. That's cyberpunk. Okay, yes.
Crowbar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so the van wheels spin as we take off, the doors getting closing, as we're driving off with the crew. And I guess I put my pistol down, and I go to a little like cache, and I pull out a little bottle of something for everybody, and I start pouring out little shots. Or no, I don't even pour. What cups? We're Shadowrunners. Drink from the bottle, and
Like
pass it around.
cyberpunk red solo cups.
Yeah.
Did you bring a sleeve of red solo cups along the job? And I'm like, oh god.
No,
So
I was thinking like it's like a thermos kind of situation, but nah, it's just like just like a nondescript plastic bottle with
yeah.
some sort of real astringent alcohol in it.
It's definitely like made in the dystopian future bathtub. And I said,
Exactly.
hold out. You always fuck your chickens before they're hatched. Everyone, how many people were like in the back of this van with us? With the
Um,
real
Probably
payload.
let's say two more. It was a team of three to do this job,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and a giant like trunk-sized generator.
Yeah. It's like Generac, Kohler. Who else makes generators?
Not
Generators.
that was
Kohler makes everything. Um, yeah, like a Generac, Kohler, Mark 7 backup generator that can power like an entire hospital.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I just like I like give the other two people in the back of the van a look like if you touch that alcohol, you're not going to touch anything else. But like I low key like hold out. I'm like doing this underneath the camera, like you can see it. Like low key hold out a hand for like, yo, hit me with some of that.
right. I know, and I don't. I pass it to everyone else, but as it's getting passed to you, I grab it from you and I'm like, no, not till the end. Not until these chickens are fucked. And I take a long swig of the drink here at Crowbar. You want to be prim and proper? Then keep your wits here.
Yeah. I feel like something goes terribly wrong.
Um,
Crowbar is just like death glaring all of you in the back.
yeah,
Like friendly death glaring.
of
As
course.
like a cybered out assassin can be. Um What goes horribly wrong?
Um, I think I say well, then you're just gonna have to have drink when we get back to the safe house. And I think as soon as that happens, I think we're sideswiped by like the armed SUV escort or counter espionage group, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we just get like
Oh, excuse
T-bones.
me, T-bone, not sideswiped. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And like I roll like in the moment of the impact, like there's this really slow, sort of Deadpool-esque shot of me like rolling my eyes, and like I hold out my cyber reinforced arm to keep hold out from I don't know, dying horribly in the crash. Sort of like a living seatbelt. Um,
Oh, that's really cool. I like
yeah.
that a lot. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Other two people in the back die.
Oh, for
But
sure.
we make it. We make it. They were
Yeah.
rough, man.
Oh yeah, this is some like Michael Bay Deadpool-y like crashes. Yeah, exactly. Like I could see like it's happening. Like you grab my arm as like the car continues like to tumble over. Um I think yeah, I think what happens is I'm a little hurt, right? Like I'm more beat up than you.
Mm-hmm. Because
Um
300 pounds of reinforced skeleton and
yeah. Oh
guns.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
the glass is totally cut up like your arms and stuff, and we just see the fibrous like nano
Yeah.
under thing like in different parts. And yeah, and I think we have to escape under a hail of gunfire, right?
Yeah.
And we're forced to leave the generator.
Oh, that's not gonna come back later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think well, hold on, no, I don't well, I think we have a choice. I think maybe that's where we see the shot, right? We get behind dwindling cover. I think
Mhm.
it's one of those like like it's like a ramen noodle like holographic like like where like a bike like you store your bikes and stuff like that. It's like it's like a little like bike lane or just like an advertisement thing on the side of a soccer field. You know what I mean? Like that's sort of like semi barrier with like oh yeah no it's just like a little like garden barrier thing, right? Like a raised elevated thing with some like dumbass corporate plant stuff in it, and then on the
Yeah.
side of it's like going around it like it's like one of those like spiral marquee like anime like ramen noodle signs or whatever, and just like getting like lit up by these bullets like going like around it. We're like ducking behind it, like the pieces of the concrete or plasteel of it's like breaking off.
Did
And
Holdout get his gun?
um you did, but
Down.
you only have the bullets that are on you and not uh your
No,
normal amount.
I'm crowbar.
Oh no,
No. Bless you.
thank you. I muted for the stream, not for you.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit if you sneeze. Whatever.
Yeah, so I think yeah, so like I think we have that thing where and like the shots are going off, and I'm saying we have to get the generator.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, just like just blind firing.
Yeah,
Like she's thrown the shotgun aside. She's like down to her last bit of like implanted bullets or what the fuck ever. However, like
whatever.
gun works. And
Sure.
like she's pulling out a grenade, like her last grenade, as she says, like, if you want to die, go back for that generator. If you want to live, and she throws the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I say fine. It's like I want to live, and we go right, and I think it's one of those things where that the explosion gives enough cover to like slink away to an alleyway, and I think we have a couple more moments of like we're in relative safety right now, as like we hear like the sounds of like drones, and we can kind of hear like the scouting, like as like the drones are going around,
Mhm.
and slinking off. Probably,
Slinking. Yeah.
yeah.
Skulking.
Skulking is the word I was looking for. Slinking sounds more clowny. I don't know. Yeah, so as
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah.
um Yeah, and I probably say, do you ever think that you're the one who jinxes it by bringing it up? That I celebrate early.
Get, wait, did Holdout bring the booze along?
Yeah, I totally did. I didn't have the gun, but I had enough time to keep the flask with me,
Yes.
right?
Leave the guns, take the cannoli.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, give me that. Just give me that.
I say no. I don't. I say not till the job's done. I drink it, and I'll say I'll give it to you when I'll give it to you after we get that generator back.
That's a deal.
Cool. And then I think is that scene?
I think that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Dope. I mean, in that of itself is like better than.
Shit. No, you got your objective.
Yeah, I did get my objective. So
Okay, work.
I like how that bullshit scene we just came up with is probably better than like half of every Shadowrun campaign.
Here's Shadowrun means
Yeah.
bucket of D6s and okay, but Shadowrun Anarchy makes it so much simpler.
God.
Yeah,
Have you played Anarchy yet?
absolutely not. I don't,
Yeah.
Eric. You know I don't like numbers.
Are there numbers? I didn't know there were numbers in that game.
Are there numbers in
No,
that game?
I thought Anarchy was diceless. I'm not a doctor though.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's go back to the game. So we're scoring a scene. So like after the first scene, after the first act here, we get to figure out whether or not we achieved our objectives, or whether or not we were our opponents achieved their objectives. So here's what happens. At the end of the scene, each player will score their scene in 3 ways depending on what happened. The first one is if you achieved your objective. If you achieved your objective, you gain dice equal to the dice rating of your objective. I'll start by saying I did achieve my objective. My goal was to get my rival to agree to something for me in the future.
Whoops. Yeah. So you get 2
dice.
And these are just fiasco dice.
Dice-a-roni.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you so much.
We got you.
All right.
We got you.
You did not achieve your objective, but your rival did, which I think is the case that we're falling into.
Yes.
You gain a number of hatred dice equal to the number of dice your opponent received.
Yes.
If neither of us accomplished our objective, then we both would gain 1 hatred die.
Okay. So
Right.
I've got 3 hatred dice, and you have 3 nice trid.
No,
dice?
2.
2. Yeah. No, I put 2 down. Okay.
Was your personal item you want to get that flask from me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, like, it could have been that. I wasn't even thinking about it till like
The end.
6 of the way through.
Mm-hmm.
But it occurs to me, like, when I asked you if Holdout took his pistol, that could have been the personal item.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about it, though.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Anyways, that's scoring the first scene.
Cool and good.
Then it goes to you. You do Act 2. Do you have it available right now, or do you want me to read it anyways?
Read it anyway. I'm going to find it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so this is the Act 2. This is the time you crossed the line.
I found it, by the way. Yeah, I'm reading.
Okay. The first ripple in the smooth pond of friendship. The first scene, you'll see your rival as an enemy. During this scene, something has happened that puts the two of you at odds. Circumstances might not have put you on opposite sides of an issue, or an ideological difference may have you in a disagreement. No matter the source, someone crossed the line and threw a stone into the smooth pond. The scene is all about conflict and ideologies, a military negotiation, a political bargain, or a crisis of honor. All could be setting for the first step towards our duel. Both street samurai come into the situation with different goals or interests and will likely leave dissatisfied. It is best to set the scene as some kind of external conflict or situation where only one side could possibly get what they want.
Okay, so my immediate thought is like space elevator.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, uh, hmm, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, damn, I got all like cozy as like the not facilitator. Now I have to like switch back into the other mode. Anyway, no, I think that we were hired to stop the construction of a space elevator by, I don't know, what's a building company?
My favorite thing to do is combine like a Japanese last name and German.
Yeah.
Like it's, uh
Now we can't think of any
right?
Japanese companies.
Um
What if like a firm of accountants hired us to like,
okay.
yeah, to like take down a space elevator at a very vital point in its construction? Like, what are we even doing? Like, what kind of crew are we?
We're both pretty much well, I mean, you're literally a straight up assassin,
Yeah,
right?
I'm a
You do
murderer.
you
I'm a
you do wet
murderess.
work, right?
Yeah, or
Uh
lightly moist work.
moist work.
Moist work. I said that
Jeez.
specifically because it's a terrible word, not because of the joke.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but listen, that's a broadly applicable skill set. Are we saboteurs? Are we murderers for hire? Are we bounty hunters?
Well,
Like,
I'm kind of like a bounty hunter. Like,
yeah,
but I could also be going after more information.
yeah, yeah,
While you're like, who cares? Just more of the job.
yeah. Okay, so maybe we were like hired by an accountant firm to steal somebody's
Yeah. I think you
financials.
have one too many dice, by the way. BT Dubs.
No, wasn't the three
It's
dice
two.
objective?
No, it was two.
Okay, all right. So I get as many hatred dice as you got.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice dice. I'm gonna call them nice dice from now on.
The nice dice.
Nice dice. Okay.
Yeah.
And like we had to basically murder our way into the servers to get it. Um, or like maybe they only kept this particular information in paper copy, so it's like shit. Okay, we can't just like subcontract out our hacker buddy Gerald to do it for us.
Yeah. Sorry, can't do it.
No, don't do that voice. That's so bad.
I'm having flashbacks of
Damn it.
that,
God damn it, Eric.
that
Um,
game.
uh, so like we've had to murder our way into like record keeping, and we found something else there. We found something else that they only kept paper records of, and it's like some horrible, horrible thing. And the decision is like not do we
What
do we
is what is the horrible thing threatening Neo Tacoma?
Tacoma? I don't know. I
Um.
think it's just like a labor violation, some kind of like horrific labor violation.
Okay.
Or did you have some idea?
No, no, that's I'm totally into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the decision is like, do we sell this information to the highest bidder or do we leak it to
Do
the
something
press?
about it. Yeah, do something about it.
It
Right.
has to be like the kind of thing where if we let it out to the press, it would cause a widespread panic.
Yeah. Just
But
so
if
I yeah. Am I allowed to know like what side you're probably gonna fall on that as we get into the scene?
I feel like for a cyber assassin, Miriam is pretty lawful in the sense of like
Right.
do things right.
Do things based on the fixer or whoever got us this gig is telling us to get these things. And cool, because I was thinking about leaning towards leaking it. Like I thought that's probably something more like
Yeah, good, good, good. I'm glad because I was
all right.
thinking like, no, let's sell this to the highest bidder,
Yeah.
and somebody is going to have this particular monster corporation over a table. I
Yeah.
don't care who it is. I'm just doing
Right.
this for money, and I don't want people to like die in a horrible panic avalanche. What's the what's the information? What's so bad that it would send the hardened citizens of
Yeah.
cyber, Tacoma into a panic?
Um, I think it's something like it's like it's got to be innocuous but also pretty terrifying when you think about it. Like it's some sort of like either like workday, like something about like workdays extension. Like you have to work like 7 days like there's no more like Saturdays off or something. Like there's no more or like they're gonna like base. I don't know what would really 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 screw over everybody.
I was thinking like a
Are they?
sold my soul to the company store sort of situation. Like corporate
Yeah.
script is not worth as much as it used to be, and they've been
Oh, and hiding it.
hiding their currency
Oh,
devaluation.
they've been like Bernie Madoffing their stuff.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
Right. Just like pyramid scheming, moving their money around to make it look like it's worth more than what it is, and actually the like yeah, like the pension, like whatever, like the neo, yeah, all that stuff is absolutely broke.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So
Oh yeah, it's just totally wretched. I love it.
that's fucked up. I'm glad I just totally abandoned the space elevator. That's story gaming. Abandon the idea that's not working. Um. Okay. So like,
So
I
we're
don't know.
going to a bank.
Huh?
So we're going to a bank, I guess.
Or like, no, I'm thinking like the deep, deep corporate archives.
Okay.
Yeah. I figure the scene is like us arguing about it, and then eventually, like, one of us wins, one of us crosses the other's line. How does that feel to you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that sounds right.
yeah. So, like, as we open on the scene, we've like,
Wait,
there's
wait,
like,
wait. Did you pick an objective?
oh shit, no, I didn't. Oh sugar.
I know because I realized that too. I have to pick an objective too.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Um,
Okay, yeah, I know what my objective is.
Mine too.
Okay. Um. So yeah, we open on the scene like it's this incredibly, for the time, out of place seeming, just like rows upon rows upon rows of filing cabinets because the CEO of this corporation is super paranoid and wants paper backups in case of hackers. And we're standing over like a little desk with a dead archivist, just like off screen. Um,
Right. They're just you could just see them slumped in the like half their body slumped in the chair. Like they
yeah,
just their leg and a little bit of a blood splatter. Like totally.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like as we're standing over this, I just sort of like push the wheelie chair away from us so we can properly stand over the desk. Like, yeah, that happened. Um,
Totally.
yeah.
I love
And
that.
like I've got the file tucked under my arm that we're here for, but I like slap this down on the desk like, so everyone who works for this company is boned.
No, not just the company. I look at you and I say, this is bigger than that. This is all of Tacoma.
Yeah,
Neotac. It's probably what we call it.
Neotech. The
Yeah.
T.
The T
The
T
T.
unit. the
This is cooler than Tacoma's ever been, I'm sure. So I think my cat is sleeping on my good yarn, and that makes me angry. Anyway,
hubris.
rude boy. Anyway, I say, yep, good thing we're not contributing to that pension plan, huh? You know what I'm
Um,
thinking? You know what I'm thinking?
I'm kind of lost in thought when you say that. Like I'm like kind of distracted thinking about stuff. And what so like you're getting excited and I'm like not feeling the excitement.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking.
I'm sorry, what?
Payday.
What? From what are you talking about?
Look what we've got. Look what we've got. Incontrovertible hard copy proof. No way to spoof this. I like flip 4 or 5 pages and
Yeah.
like, look, I see signatures.
Yeah. It's like it's like microfiche or whatever, like the old newspaper, like but like obviously like Blade Runner-y looking like slides go by, right?
Yes, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Like, that's a signature. You can see the pen marks. Like, this is going to fetch a great price. Someone is going to have this entire city over a barrel, and we are going to come out rich.
Well, I mean, Hexagen would pay top dollar for this.
I can, yeah, I mean, or even, oh shit, oh, I need a corporation name, or even Kohler Generac. Like, there is no way we don't come out of this smelling like roses. I mean, I can think of at least 7 ways we don't come out of this smelling like roses, and they all involve various gunshot wounds. But also, if we make it out of this building alive, and 20 floors up above ground, like there are alarms ringing, there are security guards closing in on our location. We're probably gonna have to murder our way out. Um,
Sure.
yeah, if we make that's just like outside of this moment,
No.
right?
I like the idea that at this point I preemptively drink again, celebrating success, and I put it down. But only this time it's more like it's a little bit of a harder chug rather than like a victory sip.
Yeah.
As I go, no dice crowbar. This is a game we're not playing. This is bigger than us.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like this. We don't have to get involved.
Doesn't have to be, but it is. Do you remember? You remember when we were young? Remember that one? What was the name of the energy company again? I'm gonna write it down.
Kohler Generac.
Kohler
KOH. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that Kohler Generac gig
I
a few
mean,
months ago, or I guess
2 months.
few years. I guess years ago, right?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Yes, we almost died.
Yeah, but before that, remember what we used to think, what we used to believe.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. We were wrong. None of this matters. I'm going to retire to an island. I don't know where the island is. I won't live long enough to retire to that island. And the most I hope to do is get out of this without causing anyone who is not in my way harm. Like that schmuck,
Don't
he was in my way.
don't you see it? This is we were knocking over little stores at that point with these big dreams. We finally got a big score to match those big dreams, and you're backing down from it. This needs to be out there. This is some real change.
What real change are you hoping for? What good comes of this?
This blows us wide open. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can actually get some change to how Kohler Generac runs this place. Think of all, how many gangs, how many people are on the payroll. Hexagen could get in. This is so. These are
Nothing would change. In 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, some accountant is going to realize that they can shave a little bit off the bottom line. It doesn't matter which accountant it was. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
all right. And I think at that point we hear like the beep 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 on our watches. Like, oh shit, they tripped the sensors. They're coming. Like we have only a little bit. We have not as much time as anymore.
Yeah.
And I still hold that flask, and I look to you and stuff because we're clearly not like going to agree right now.
And like,
But we're running out of time, right?
yes, and like we both look at the file on the desk, and we
Yeah,
look at each other.
right. I guess this is the point when I ask you, you still not drink till the mission's done? I hold you my flask. I give you my flask, or like offer it.
Never in my life. And like I feel like that's the moment where the guards kick down the doors.
Right.
Yes, and I who have the cyberware like grab the file and stuff it under my arm.
Oh,
Uh,
totally.
and I also like take a shot in the shoulder while I'm doing that. Like they come in guns blazing,
Oh, totally.
and like I fall over.
Yeah, because like, oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I was totally pictured that it's not just like regular like hollow point or something. It's like molten. It's like molten like slag. Like it's what like burns, and that's what like really does. It's like it's doing damage to you in a way that like, oh, they know who this is,
Yeah,
and
like
they've like have a countermeasure to you.
yes, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
out for the moment.
Right.
So like the good drugs start kicking in, but
Yeah.
again, countermeasures against
Right.
me.
Yeah. I drag you to like behind a big old column. Like your feet, like we like see like as like a hail of gunfire go near your feet, like some like ricochet off your like your steel boots, or so we're not steel but neo steel, I guess, boots.
Yeah.
Right, and then we just see it looks like it literally looks like rounds in the side of like a tank, right, like to your shoes, like just like how badass your armor is, right. And then we see like next to the like this column here. I'm like, come on, drugs. Right, I'm looking like at your arm, and I see like the drugs taking effect, right, like where it got shot. And you're like, okay, I need to get you 5 seconds, right. And so like I get ready, and I get ready to like do like recover fire,
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
for you for the seconds, and then you're back, and you're like,
Yeah.
crowbar, you here? Crowbar, come on, crow,
Yeah.
crow.
All right. Oh, and she's like high as hell
Yeah, totally.
off like fucking neo oxy.
Yeah. Like there's just like I imagine there's like this big like deep inhalation, right? Like you're just like and then like
The tactical overlay goes up, and
yeah.
just like she's on autopilot right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I need that cavalry. like all I have is just a little pistol.
And I feel like you got it. Did you get like a couple of them for me?
No, I just held them back, right? Like I forced them to also take cover. I didn't really do anything other than just keep like I didn't drive them off or anything. I just kept them where they're from advancing, from flanking us, basically.
Yeah.
All right. And I probably tell you something, you know, like, all right, extract A and B are down. We're gonna have to go through option C.
Option C is like very explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Option C is like, we, the RPG was there the whole time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
See. Wait, no. What happens? What do we do? What do we end up doing with these papers?
I think I got them when you were unconscious.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leak them.
Wow, fuck you.
I really think I do. Or make a copy of them, and you don't realize it.
Yeah. So technically we both get what we want, and we're both really mad about it.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I think that's the right answer.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about scoring. I don't think I got what I wanted. I wanted you to ignore your honor or duties.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't drink.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get you to draw blood from another person.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that you set up the scene with a dead archivist, I was thinking about being like, oh, what if I did a draw blood? That might be fun if we have an archivist with us, and that'd be fun. And then I was like, yeah, but knowing Sam, that's probably not going to happen. So I probably should go not too audacious and just try to get you to drink.
Yeah, that's why I took her out.
Yeah.
Force you to do cover fire. I don't know. So like I feel like I could have pushed harder for that.
Mm-hmm. I
Well,
think we both don't get what we want.
yeah, okay, so we each get one mean dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us the mean dice.
You got
Are
your
you?
mean dice.
Yeah. You enjoying this so far?
This is great. This is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, this is cool. All right. Act 3, my turn.
Oh, do you want to take a break? It's been an hour.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good point.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool and good.
All right, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick little 5-minute break. We'll come back with the last part of reflections, and we'll go from there. And then we'll probably play some Murderous Ghosts. So we'll see you on the other side of the break. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second part here of Once Upon a Game's double header. We're going back into reflections. I'm Eric. Joined with me is Sam. Let's get ready to rumble. So
Okay.
we're in Act 3, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's back to me to set the scene. I'll describe real quick what Act 3 does. Act 3 is the time you failed me. The conflict between us bubbles to the surface. We both know that our relationship is unsteady and turbulent, yet our circumstances have driven you to seek the talents of the other. This is when mistrust turns to hatred, humility to jealousy. This one time you come seeking help from your old friend, they only bring their own desires. In this scene, one or both of us should be seeking the help from the other. The setting should be all about conflict in a situation of a strong emotional engagement. A battlefield, a ship in a storm, a betrayal, or an assassination would all make good of this scene. At this time, both of us desperately need the other because their most valued belief is on the line. This scene represents the principles behind the feud. It is the reason the two of us will eventually draw steel. By the end of the scene, you should understand exactly why the duel will occur.
Well, it's a good thing we set the ideological foundation to that last scene.
Yeah, we kind of already started it.
Yeah.
So this is the culmination. Let's see. I remember when you fought for the right side, and ambition overpowered your logic. Yeah, I mean, I'm already seeing how this shit all folds together.
Yeah.
It's like,
This.
we are pretty good at this.
Yes, we are.
So I think that means that obviously this is a retaliatory strike on. I think it's the opposite. I think is it Kohler Generak coming after me, or is someone else coming after me? The idea is that I need your protection, I think.
What's happened since you leaked that thing to the press? Like,
Oh,
how
true.
happened, like what went down?
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's an oversight by me. Right, so I think we have that sort of like news montage scene like at the end of Jason Bourne shit, where it's like, oh yeah, and you see reports are coming out of lots of things, and then it crosses over to some white chick's voice being like, in the other news today, we did Kohler Generak's CEO is resigned on another, these things, right? And it's all this going on, and we see like the signs of like a bunch of frantic shareholders like in a meeting, or like board of executive people talking and like yelling at each other. Like stuff out of like what you would imagine you would see in any movie about like the 2008 Wall Street shit. Like people like yelling at each other, backstabbing each other. Other reports, spin-off stories from this about like accountant held responsible, or like accountant commits suicide thing. But like it's obviously not. Like we see you like leaving the scene,
Yeah.
right?
I'm like deuces. I'm like at the camera.
Yeah. So like there's all the like you know what I mean, there's this huge fallout, so it's big, it's volcanic, right? It's pyroclastic. There is so much going on right now.
Low, aren't they?
What?
Wait,
I can't hear you when I'm talking. It
that's so
lowers you.
weird.
Yeah, Zoom's not good for two people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, pyroclastic.
Right. So yeah, it's explosive, it's bad. um it is a big shakeup. And it's only starting to like fold, and I think we're seeing yeah, it's basically it's the beginning of the downfall of Kohler Generak, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think an animal's most dangerous when it's cornered and wounded, so I think they are going after me, even though I know that won't really change anything.
Yeah.
Or hmm
Have you, I guess the question is, have you emerged as an iconoclastic voice of the masses, or did you like leak it to the press and hunker down and somebody leaked you as an anonymous source?
Oh yeah, it's the opposite. I linked it anonymously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do I? Yeah, I'm trying to think if I would have used holdout, if I would have used some other kind of handle, like another pseudonym. I'll probably use a different pseudonym, but you know it's me, and I think most known people know it's me, but
Mm-hmm.
other people outside the game know it was like they just hear this other name.
George.
No shit, no. What are we? Okay, no. I know what I leak it under,
Hmm.
and this probably gets you irate. What was the? It's the operation for that generator that we got a long time ago, just to rub it in a little bit. Um,
Operation.
like I don't want to use Fortnite.
No, I'm thinking like named after
Loot
some
box.
in a hospital.
Name.
Operation, I don't know. Operation ICU.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or the ICU job. So you like leak
Yeah,
it
the
under.
ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I leak it under ICU. Yeah, totally.
Oh, and I see
Yeah,
you.
right.
Oh,
So
that
that's
was
why. Right, I know, but that's really good because that's what everyone thinks it is. But you know better, and
yeah.
you know that this was actually a jab.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I sold the information before I also sold the information, like, because I still have the physical copy, right?
Oh shit! Yeah,
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 like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I did a copy of the data, but I still have, like, the physicals.
Yeah, and you promised them that this wasn't going to be any copies or anything like that. Like this was the only source. And
Yeah.
then a couple days later or a week, time passes. This gets leaked and it's not from them, meaning there was another one. And now I think I think we're both going to ground. I think we both are getting targeted, but we're both getting targeted for different reasons. And I think we both need to rely on each other to survive here, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is that I think yeah, we have to hold out. Pun intended. Um yeah. So I
Yeah.
think
Like,
I
you've got the stronghold, and I've got the guns.
well, yeah. So I think it's I think we're getting pursued through the arcology
Uh-huh.
right now. So I think right now, what kind of arcology is this? When you think of an arcology, I think there's different things, right? Some people, like for me, when I first hear arcology, I think of SimCity 2000 and this giant thing with a geodesic dome above it.
Yeah. Like the Amazon domes, but worse.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So it's like
All
a
these
lot of, huh?
all these West Coast references, Seattle references.
Listen, I played in a game where a horse assassin murdered a cyborg horse assassin from the future murdered Jeff Bezos, and it was with like a person from Seattle in it. So like that's my two visits 10 years ago, and cyborg horse assassin are my Seattle
Cyber
references.
horse assassin for president.
Yes, yes, cyber horse assassin for our
Hmm.
socialist messiah. Anyway, yeah, so it's just like this huge dome, and it's beautiful inside, right? It's
Oh
like
yeah.
cultivated parkland and
Oh yeah, this is like the upper echelon C-level executive dome area, like private neighborhood, um all that ludicrous shit.
yeah.
Um
There's a golf.
this Oh yeah, totally.
Are we
In
to
fact,
go? Can we be
in
renting a
fact,
golf course?
no, in fact it is like it's a nice like softly neon lit golf course at night, and I think then we just hear the sound of a roaring your like roadster or something like crash through the green as we're getting pursued. um, by I think similar SUVs that T-boned us super long ago.
Uh-huh.
Like that similar like tactical, um, get down, Mr. President, like security force, only like futuristic Humvee looking suburban uh vehicle. Or two, I guess there's two of them. Let's say there's two of them. So like that's what we're seeing. We're in the car together, right?
Yes.
You're driving because this is your car.
Yes. You're not driving my baby. You're
Yeah,
not. What's my car's name?
that makes
Lucille.
sense, right? So that's sort of the setup. So let's before we get and like dive in, our objectives.
Okay.
Just for people playing at home, first die objective is choose your own. That's true for all of them. Second die objective is get your rival to speak out against you. 3 dice objective is get your rival to walk out on an important event. Or in 4 dice objective, get your rival to break a promise made earlier. I feel like we already did.
Yeah.
A lot of these.
Mm. This is a hard choice.
It's a hard choice.
You're a hard choice. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I think I know what I want. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I got it.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if we picked the same one for once?
That would be really funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, like, the money transfer went through before they realized that, like, there was another copy out there and that I had accidentally screwed them. So, like, the van has Lucille has some sweet upgrades. First,
Oh.
first of all, heated seats, subwoofer in the trunk.
Oh shit.
What's blasting? What do I have? What would Crowbar have bumping? It's just Beyonce.
I mean, that's a pretty good bet. I mean, would do you think in Neo Tacoma Cardi B's a thing?
No, oh no, it's Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Say, feeling myself.
Yeah, there we go. I know we would get there. We would get there.
Yeah, hold on.
Are you playing it?
No, for the Philistines. I put that in the Twitch chat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
For the Philistine.
For the uncultured swine who watch this stream. No, okay. So yes, the dulcet tones of Nikki are blaring over my speakers, and we're ripping up this golf course.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's. We're like tearing holes through this thing as you're just like speeding through. What? Okay. I think so. I rather than ask you as a player, I think the character is like, all right. So all right. So what? And I look behind us and I see the 2 cars and like one of them has like an auto turret kind of thing, like pulls out, it's like starts like trying to get a sight. I was like, okay, so what's the plan?
We crash through the glass. We get the fuck out of here, and we go back to your place. I hope you've still got those bulletproof windows. Like, you got some money out of fucking us both, right?
They sent a missile to my place. We're not going back there.
Oh, well, you should have fucking thought about that before you decided to be, I don't know, Deep Throat.
Yeah, well, how about let's focus on, and I feel like there's a big jump as you like go over the jump and be like, whoa, okay, you like over like a sand pit or whatever. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well, how about you look just focus on the road and not getting a shit shot in, so we're not deep throating bullets right now. All right.
You should have thought of. You should. That's all right. Come on, Deep Throat. Let's go. You're not holding out anymore. The only thing you're holding out is, and like as she's like her insult is cut out by the like the crash of glass, um, as they as they as the
We
two
drive
of
through a
us,
mall. We have to go through a mall, don't we?
huh?
Don't we have to like smash a mall? I feel like we have to smash a mall.
Yeah, there's like a super shopping center like a block from this
Oh yeah.
arcology. There's actually like underground tunnels from the arcology to the mall so
Oh
that
yeah.
like the people who live there don't have to mix with the plebs. Um,
Exactly.
so yes, like it's like we're whipping by. We crash the glass. We also crash through like the front of a Macy's, a Neo Macy's.
Yeah. No, it's got to be classy. Like this
But
is for like yeah. I was gonna
no,
say
that's so much worse. So much
no,
worse.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh no, I said Bonton.
Oh, Bonton. I know Bonton. Yeah, no, I was like Lord and Taylor or whatever, like the fancy shit. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
Nordstrom's.
Oh yeah, Nordstrom's. Yeah, Neo
Okay.
Nordstrom.
Like the window display of a Nordstrom's.
Yeah,
Mannequin titties go everywhere.
the best.
I'm like,
Yeah,
get out of the car.
yeah. You don't have to tell me twice. Yeah. So I think we have a little bit of time. I feel like we hear the other cars zooming by to us. Um. Yes, I think if they make it to, we have I think we have the choice between stairs going up levels or below and stuff. And I begin to go up the stairs, and I think you start going below the stairs and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? No, we got to get up there. We got to go to the top.
No, we will be completely exposed. Down there, that's where the clothing departments are. We change our clothes, we walk out the front door.
They're gonna.
She's already like unzipping her motorcycle jacket and like looking down like okay, like what's good down there?
Yep, but if they catch us down there, we're trapped like rats. We have to go up. There's no way out down there. But I feel like you're already left in like this
Yeah.
decision.
Do you follow the person?
Yeah, of course I follow you.
Yeah.
Right.
And like when you get down to the bottom of the elevator, like I have a pistol in your face, and I'm saying to you, like, give me one good reason not to cut my liabilities right now. I'm sorry, I'm making sure.
Yeah. No. That's good.
And like, if you hesitate, like she
I
definitely
know.
puts forehead.
Right. And it's like, look, no. Like, I know things aren't great with us, but I'm the only friend in town you got.
Are you willing to test that? Are you willing to test the veracity of that belief?
I push the gun to my forehead and go, yes. Now you, now, now if you're fucking done, let's go.
And she like with the gun
We
still
know
in her
it's
foot,
true.
like grabs a terrible blazer off a rack and puts the gun down. Says,
May not like it, but we're all we got. As I like also put on like a new like button up something.
yeah, and like there's just like her back, which is, it's not even her back's not even skin anymore. It's just metal. And the clothes sit weird over it. Um
Oh yeah.
the blazer for another one and says, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back up there. I'm going to hold them off. We need to split up. Like we're too big of a target on our own. Also, give me your arm.
Yeah, I gave you my arm.
And like she pulls out an extremely scary looking knife, and like before you can complain, just like pulls a tracker out from under your skin, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with it.
Just like big gouge, like no idea of what another person's pain tolerance is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really caring. This is not, I wouldn't say clinical, but yeah, this is just like you're doing you have a task and you're just doing it. It's not like a person and there's no bedside manner here.
Yeah. I see you. That's what she says out loud while she's doing it.
Totally.
Yeah.
You say ICU.
Yes.
Uh, I say Miriam, and I say, yeah. If
Did
I
you
can
not?
find you, they can find you.
You're right. Stop shaking hands with people when you make deals. So I'll hold them out, hold them off. You get out of here. All right. Me alone is much more effective without having your ass to protect. Believe me, I did it for long enough.
Um, no, I don't. I grab you. I'm like, no, you're not making any sense. If we're the only reason why we survived this long is because we're together. We're not splitting up. Come on, we're doing this together. You're not going out in a blaze of glory. Get that
I
shit
have
out of your
no
head.
intention of going anywhere. Um, and like she puts her leather jacket back on over the blazer, thus rendering her disguise completely ineffective. But she'll shuck the jacket and like starts like you know that trope where like somebody is asked to surrender their weapons and they just like keep pulling weapons out.
Yeah,
It's like that.
it's the opposite of just armed to the teeth of all the guns. Yeah. Okay. Um.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just completely surprised you can keep all of them in your jacket. Uh.
It's a very distinctive jacket.
Didn't have to be like this. You know.
Well, when you decided to deep throat the entire city, it did have to be like this. We could have had the money. We could have gone. You didn't have to steal that from me. We could have been rich. And now how many dead in riots? How many accountants was I sent to put down? Accountants who just made one incredibly corrupt decision. How many children are having to have explained where daddy is, where mommy went?
See, when the game's broken, you don't play it.
The problem here is you think there's an alternative to the game.
There
There's
is.
only the game.
There's only a game. Then why should only one group be writing the rules?
She thinks about that for a second, like, damn, this is heavy. I'm just the muscle.
Yeah. You know. Shit, I
Huh.
need a drink. And yeah, I take a drink. Yeah, but I think then we're gonna walk out. Like I guess I will walk out on you, right?
Yeah,
Because I realize like we're in kind of like at an impasse and we're completely
yeah,
out of time.
yeah.
Um,
So like
so
either you leave,
yeah, I do leave.
yeah, or we both die.
I leave and like the fucking Vangela's music plays or whatever. I
Yeah,
like see you like fucking gearing up for battle. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. As I'm wearing some weird like neo Nordstrom clothes. But
yeah. Wait, oh,
I still have some cigarettes or something. I light one as we walk.
wait, real quick before we end the scene. What's the look like? What did you put on down there in the clothes basement?
Oh yeah. I think for some reason I'm getting the what like a windbreaker. I don't know what you call it. Not a motorcycle jacket either. Like it's like a kind of like a bomber jacket like sharp collar. It's like kind of like a square. Like I kind of have a jacket that kind of looks like it in my mind.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, but I'm thinking more like literally. Nah, fuck it. I'm going full on like full fucking like suit styled like 3-piece suit. Um,
Yeah.
with I don't obviously, but I don't have a tie to go with it. Um,
So
so
it
it
just looks
it
messy.
just yeah, so it's messy. Um, and yeah, like yeah, I love it. No, like, I think it's messy. I don't have a coat or like a rain jacket or anything like that as I go into the rain, and so it's like you see like the drops start to like hit it and like make it more messier at all, right? As I like walk as I walk away, so you really only kind of see the back of the clothes, right? And then you see the sort of like glow of the cigarette as I like lean down to like light a cigarette in the rain and walk off in the rain.
Well, there we go. That's what I wanted. Hold on. Let me just like put in the roll 20 what she changed into. What she's doing this incredibly badass gunfight in. Please flash that for the viewing audience.
Oh, will do. Oh yeah, that's that. I I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, so she like just like drops the leather coat. It's this 80s power suit.
Oh
And
yeah,
she fucks it up.
it's your
Anyway,
ball. Okay. Cool. So let's talk about objectives.
I feel like you gave me that one.
Yeah, but it was super important.
Yeah. Yeah.
It made sense.
Yeah, narrative sense.
Yeah. So I didn't get you to get my objective.
What was your objective?
Um. Well, actually, I kind of did. I
What was
don't know.
your objective?
My objective was to get you to admit that we're friends. Through it all.
Did I do that?
And well, I mean, you did put a gun to my. I did make you put your gun to your forehead, and you didn't kill me.
Yeah, well, that's because you were like, okay, if you're done with the bullshit.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if that's true or not.
I feel like I didn't say that we're friends.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think so either. I think you achieved it and I didn't.
Yeah.
So give me that spite. That's 3 dice for you, and so I get 3 spite dice.
Hold on.
No, it's cool. I got you. I got it.
Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, it's so nice to not have to do things. Okay.
Conjure dice from the ether.
Dun dun dun.
Cool.
Okay, last scene before we fucking kill each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, I would like to shout out my internet connection for probably not being terrible tonight.
Yeah, it's been great.
Go Spectrum. And also my roommate probably not doing anything wild on the internet.
This is it's a new internet?
No,
Or
it's
just
not. It's the same
this is a
thing.
good day.
God, this is a really bad suit. This is really bad. I'm gonna close this tab.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
All
All right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Act 4. The time we strive for peace.
Oh,
So
great.
I'll read it. I'll read it aloud for everyone playing at home. The reemerging calm in the middle of the pond. A broken relationship, once thought to be lost forever, now has one last chance for rebirth. During this scene, the rivals have been brought together on friendly terms, and they remember why they were friends in the first place. The anger still lingers under the surface, but there's hope. The scene is all about peace. The world-shattering crisis has passed, or has taken an intermission for a time. The setting should be a low stress for the samurai, like a tea ceremony, a samurai's graduation, a victory celebration. Any scene where the samurai can come together as equals and talk about what's happened. The scars of the past are still visible and will surely come up in conversation, but once you were friends, and is that time to reflect on that. So what does this peacetime look like?
I don't know. I feel like it's been at least a year since we parted ways in the
Oh,
North.
yeah.
Yeah, at least
In the Nordstrom of Neotac of T-Town.
yeah. Yeah. Maybe like this has been like 2 years. Enough time for the heat to die down on both of us. Enough time for like both of the corporations that were after us for different reasons to get gobbled up or to backstab each other into obscurity. So like, and my money's dried up a little bit. So like we're both back to taking jobs, and I don't think this is a job. I think that, you know, the neighborhood that we were once stealing a generator for is having a block party, but like a 10 block party.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
What is
just
it?
like we,
Um,
I was gonna say we meet on like somebody's front lawn, having both stolen beers from the same cooler.
the name, yeah, the name of our, so like the name of our neighborhood, right? Our borough of T Town, Soggy Bottom.
I love it.
All right. So the Soggy Bottom block party.
Yeah, and like let's
Mhm.
dive right into this. I pull the can, like,
Objectives.
huh? Oh, objectives, objectives. Gosh darn it.
I know, right? It's like we just want to like play. Like I don't care about your rules, Jim. Just let me get sad.
Yes. Uh.
uh, all right.
Ooh.
Um,
These
one
are all
die. Yeah,
juicy.
these are all super juicy. This is one of my favorite parts. So one die, choose your own as always. Two die, get your rival to admit something admirable about you. Three die, get your rival to admit something they did wrong. Four die, get your rival to ask you for help.
I know what I'm gonna do. How about
All
you?
right. No, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet.
Okay.
Um, got it.
Long.
I got
Okay.
one. I
All
got
right.
it. Yep. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Sorry it took so long. Okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I
All right.
around for 90 minutes trying to come up with the name of my character. Um. So anyway, like it's the middle of the night. ACDC is bumping on a Neo speaker, like a gigantic 10-foot speaker. I know it's Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Let's be obvious.
Yeah. Let's
And
let's
like we're
make the
both
subtext the text.
yes, we're both stealing a beer from the same cooler from this person we don't know whose loan we wandered on. I definitely did this as a child. Like the people across the street always had a big cooler full of like soda, and I was stealing more soda from them. Anyway, so like she looks up at you, she goes, and then she pulls the top off of her beer with just her bare hands.
Holy shit. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yes. She says homily.
I I do not say Miriam out of respect. And I go, crowbar. It's been a while. I
Yeah.
pop open my own beer.
I'm just picturing like an oversized, like a keychain with a million keys on it, and you have to like riffle through it for like several uncomfortable seconds to find your beer can opener.
Yeah, I think so. I was like, nah, it's a belt buckle beer opener.
Oh, what's
No, I'm
worse?
just kidding. I know
What's
that's so much
worse?
worse.
That's so much. The belt buckle's so much worse. All right, so you got to like, okay, yeah, like it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look good. Not you're
not dead.
not dead.
You also look not dead.
I would say you I would say yeah. Don't I say oh wait, what did you say in the very first scene? Like don't
Don't fuck your
fuck your
chickens
chickens.
before they're hatched.
Yeah. And so I like and with a I take a sip of the beer. I'm like, yeah, but you know what they say, don't fuck your chickens as I take a drink. And so like I imply that something's not so great.
Also, what are we drinking, real quick?
PBR
Guinness.
still exists.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm drinking PBR.
Okay, Guinness. Um, she's like, "Oh, you, who have you deep throated this time?"
Um he doesn't tell you. Instead, he looks at you and says, when you're not busy, come see me. I actually have a gig for you. If you're still doing things. I look
Uh,
at you and say, it's a little moist.
I mean, why me? Why me? There are any number of competent assassins out there. There are any number of people who could get whoever you like moist. What you don't need me.
You're right, I don't. I look at you and say, take care. As I like know that you're gonna bite.
What's the job?
um, yeah.
And I think we've like moved now. We've been walking down the street. Like
Yeah.
Miriam like caught some kids basketball and like threw it too hard and broke their hoop. I'm like shit, shit, shit. Keep walking, keep walking, keep
Yeah.
walking. What's your texture moment from this block party?
Right. I look at you and say, we're gonna break peace.
Uh, well
This
that
whole this whole place is built on a lie. And it's coming down. Now
all
in
right.
order, don't worry. But I look at you and say, but don't worry. I know that what speaks to you is money. And yeah. I say 14, which is like a paltry amount of money for a gig. What do you do when I feel like I incredibly lowball you?
I like finish the beer and I say, we worked together for 2 years. You know my rates, and you know that when commissioning someone, you never ask for the friend discount.
No. And I light up a cigarette and I go, no, Miriam. 14's the number of zeros at the end of it.
Oh!
And it's like and yeah, and I say, I need one person out of the equation, that's all. And then the team's good.
Hmm. I need a name before I say anything.
Daenerys Cooper, which is like the head of Halogen.
Yeah.
Like the head of security at Halogen. Hexagen? I think it's Hexagen. I think I said Hexagen earlier. It's Hexagen.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and like she starts listing off. Okay, well, she's got six individual teams. She's got six distinct teams of bodyguards. They have dogs. I don't do kids, and I don't do dogs, or cats. Or one time I accidentally killed a goldfish, but that wasn't my fault. Um, she's got She's got a secured compound. She's got a private jet. You can't do radar interference to even make it look like an accident. Where do I sign on?
You know, there's not a lot I like. It's like, there's not a lot I like about this world and stuff, but I see your face and you see dollar signs. It's it's nice. Cool.
I've been doing work that's beneath me. I'm an artist. For the right price. I'm an artist.
An artiste.
These peasants don't understand me.
Yeah.
All right, so
What they got you get? What? That's again. I heard about your work at Jinteki. Yeah, which is
fried chicken.
Yeah, it's probably like it's one of your things where you're like you want it's probably one of the times where you flourished, you embellished the kill. Like it was supposed to be like really easy, but you made it more complicated than what it should have been.
I was so bored.
Yeah, because you're completely bored. Exactly, that's what I was trying to get at. So not like yeah.
Yeah, like so like flashback to like there's like the flashback sequence of like me tripping every single alarm on the way in. Like I shoot out that camera, I like slap that alarm, and like I kill the person I'm here for, and I just like sit back
Waiting.
in the chair and like
Wait for the first responders.
yeah, like yes, back to the present. I stole another beer from another person's cooler.
Yeah, it cuts back. We're in a different part. Back to drinking and smoking.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh,
like
clean living, clean living.
I just look at it, it's like amateurs.
I know. All right,
Uh,
okay.
and it's
Comforting.
just this new. I don't know if it's been like anything for you, but this new class of runner is just
That old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be.
not sure what it is. Something in the water.
It's lead and like lethal concentrations of like she lists off an
Yeah,
incredibly chemical name. Yeah,
it's an expression. Not.
okay, like I'm right though. Wait, where are we sitting as we have this
All right.
conversation? Because I feel like this is seen.
Yeah, totally. I think this is like I was thinking like someone's like porch, and like we're both leaning on the porch, like looking at the street at the rest of the party,
Yeah,
right? Especially like if we're looking at like yeah, because like we're not even like that old, but in
yeah,
terms of shadow running, we are
yeah. We're
right.
ancient. I feel like we're like 30,
Yeah,
which is
totally.
incredibly old in the game. It's just like beer sip. It's a young man's game.
Game.
Okay, scene. I feel like
Scene. That's lovely. I
yes.
got I got my objective.
What was your objective?
It was a 1 die. It was get you to agree to the job.
Okay, mine was 4 die. Get your rival to ask you for help, which you just fell into.
Totally.
Yeah. So okay, good job, us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just like fictionally jujitsu'd me there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I accidentally like started steering you toward thinking I was going for the 2 dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. I
Like
know.
as I was saying, I'm like, no, shit, shit, shit. He's gonna think I went for the 2 dice. Um.
Yeah, that was really clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I should have done. Yeah, nah, yeah. Like thinking about this game does have a weird like fiasco competitive element to it
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
think about your objectives. Okay,
Okay.
all right. So that was Act 4, right?
Mhm.
All right. Act 5 is when it goes down. The time it came to blood.
Mhm.
The final conflict emerges, and the rivalry boils over. The memories of the past mean nothing. The hope of peace is gone. The only possible conclusion can be death. Decision has been made, and you no longer have a friend. You no longer have an ally. The street samurai you once knew is your enemy. This would be the final scene, and the last time you face your rival. When setting the scene, you should reference the prologue to the story as it corresponded. Yeah. The setting should be inspired by the events that occurred in the last 4 scenes. All the emotion, the passion, hatred, the entire story culminates here. So all key elements should come together from this scene. This is it. After last sword strike, you have reached the end of the game. So before we define our objectives, here, yeah, no wait, no, that we have to come up with the scene. I think it's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah,
The block party.
right.
Yes.
Right. So this is the job. We are blowing up their ecology.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, the let's see, like how specific should we get into it for this scene right now? Like what is happening?
It's a good ass question.
So
Do you
like
want to like cut to the roof?
yeah, I kind of do too. Like, so the thing is that like, yeah, the rest of it's not as interesting.
Yeah, like I don't need to know how we got to the roof, but it was always going to lead to this. Even
Right.
if we played our parts perfectly, even if like you did it, you blew up the arcology, it we are on the roof. Also, what does the arcology look like real quick? I'm thinking like high rise building.
Oh yeah, totally.
Anyone coming down from this alive.
Mhm.
Okay. So why are we up here?
Because we gotta. I mean, I think it's part of the scene.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I have a reason. At least I do.
Yeah. I
And
think I think I know too.
right.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like you're to set the scene a little bit. We're going up to the roof. You believe that we're getting evac'd out of here,
Yes.
right? Like this
Reasonably
is
bad.
totally. Only as we get to the roof, I think we hear the first like rumbling explosions below, which is like way ahead of the schedule from what you want.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I say, right on time, right? As like alarms go off, and yep, I think that's where we will begin, but we have to pick our objectives.
Yeah, and doesn't it say that we like have to ritualistically recite the
Yeah, but that's
later?
yeah, I think that's at the end when we do the sword stuff.
Okay.
No, no, it's not. I'm wrong. This is it. So we recite it.
Okay.
So I start, then you go,
Yeah.
I go, right?
Yeah.
It is a time of a power vacuum among the gangs of Neo-Tacoma.
I guess corporations are gangs. Very large gangs. We stand upon the roof of a burning arcology.
I remember you when you fought for the right side.
The feud started when your ambition overpowered your logic.
My name is Homily Jones. I am a hunter, and I cannot allow your actions to go unchallenged.
My name is Miriam. I'm an assassin, and I cannot allow your actions to go unchallenged.
Hell yeah.
All
Cool.
right. Objectives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. Yep. And I look to you and I say, well, congratulations, Miriam. For the first time, you did a job for ideals instead of money.
Oh, no, it was definitely for the money. And, like,
What
that's the
money?
point. When you say, like, she was
Yeah.
already, like, picking you up,
Yeah.
like, shoving you against the wall, just, like, physically picking you up,
Mm-hmm.
putting you against the wall, like, at, like, arm's length. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And just, like, once it, like, just, like, gives you a knock against the wall so your skull hits it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm saying, do all you want. It's a done deal.
She
There's like
drops
some
you,
more
like,
rumbles.
huh?
Yeah, rumbles. Or and then like there's more rumbling below, but then like I like wipe like the blood from my face and I go like, or maybe not, as I smirk, dangling the hope that there is a way out of this situation for you.
Are we on the roof yet?
Yeah, I think so. I feel that like this was like right near the door to the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like up the main stuff to the top of the dome. Like we see little like hairline fractures of the glass already from like the explosions. We can start seeing like the smoke and light below.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of feet up.
Yeah.
It's windy as heck.
Of course, naturally.
Look around you. This is the
Look
culmination of
bright.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. Culmination. Sorry.
The the epicenter of Kohler Generic, brought low by the people it stepped on for all those years. If not even you saw the scandal, couldn't even bring him down. Well, but sometimes to bring him down, you have to do a little bit of hard work.
Okay, first of all, you're so fucking dramatic. Have I ever told you that? You're so fucking dramatic. Second of all, like, corporations are not bodies. Do you know what field bindweed is? Field bindweed, it can regrow a full plant from just a seed, and those seeds are viable for 20 years. You have pulled up a weed. The root system is still there. You have done nothing at all to change the system. You just made a pretty light show. And I'm not getting paid.
Sometimes
Good challenge. It was good calisthenics. You see this, and like, I got a hole in my jacket. But like, oh, I hate you. When did you become the ideological type?
I shake my head and I say, that's where we have broken off. I've always been an ideological type. It's you who's changed.
No, I've always been pretty profit-minded. It's you who never saw that. It's you who wanted to think that you could change me. I'm very simple. I am very simple. I have gun. I have tactical HUD. I shoot. I get paid. I get like Patron instead of whatever the bottom shelf is. Patron's not like good, right? Patron's not good tequila.
No, it's
You know what good liquor is. You thought that like the purity of your ideological values could turn a schmuck like me into a dreamer, but you can't. You know what people down there are going to see? They're not going to see a symbol of hope and rebellion. They're going to see a big fucking mess on the skyline. How many people are going to die when this building comes down?
how many more are going to live? You really want to spend your last few moments alive yelling at me?
Yes! No, I don't actually. If I'm going to die, you're going to suffer first. And like, she keeps that thing on her.
Yeah.
I don't know which thing it is, but no, you know what? It's the same knife she dug the tracker out of his arm with. She's not gonna
Totally.
waste a bullet on him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I take a shot, I like a flask that I have. Only it's not alcoholic. It is a fighting compound.
Oh, is this
Right.
just rage essence from Blades?
It's what?
Is this just rage essence from Blades?
Yeah, basically. I guess
Yeah.
so. Right. And say, well, got to even it up. And
Oh, buddy, it's never gonna be
I think
even.
and I think that's where we yeah. I think that's probably the end of the scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can we even roll these? Damn.
I tried
Like,
to
I
get
made the rollable tables.
yeah, if you select them, you should be able to roll. Select them all, choose random side.
Are you showing choose random side?
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
isn't
well, mine do.
Why is that not doing it for me? Multi, there we go. My black ones are, yeah? Okay, yeah. That's weird.
No, they're back. Now they're back now. That's weird. I think they're just a weird glitch
No,
or
I think
something.
if you like click on them individually, it shows up.
Oh, maybe you selected the text box?
What do you mean?
accidentally, like the whole text box my name is Miriam and stuff with the
Yeah,
dice.
let's move that out of the way.
Maybe that was possible, but I didn't get my objective.
Yeah. Damn, what was the objective?
I was getting you to renounce something that you believed in.
No, Mara's very simple. Oh, mine was take something important away from you, which I didn't.
So we both get a hate die.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, there's my hate die.
Actually, do you want to
Shit.
just like roll like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d6 and then 3d6?
Well, you first roll your white die,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then you roll our hatred die.
Okay.
All right, and so here's what happens, right? Both players tally up all the dice and hatred dice they've received from the 5 scenes. Players should note the total dice and total hatred they've accumulated through the game at the bottom of the character sheets. Fuck, we can see it.
Yeah.
All the dice will be piled together in one group, and all the hatred dice will be amassed in another. The result will be something like 8 dice with 3 hatred dice, or 6 dice of 6 hatred, etc. How to use the dice and hatred here. Dice and hatred are used to make the only and final roll of the game. This roll determines who lives and dies as a result of the feud. Dice and hatred are represented by pools of d6s. When it comes to make the roll, determine the duel, both players will roll their pool of dice, not hatred yet, and then count only the highest number and how many times that number was rolled. Whoever rolls the highest number wins the duel. If the highest number from both players is the same, the player who rolled the number the most times wins.
All right.
Um,
Gross, I
let's
hate
see.
numbers. Okay.
There's something, yeah.
So white dice first?
So yes, white dice first.
Okay. Random side.
Oh. I got a 6.
I got 2 5s.
I win.
Oh wait, no, do I get to pull him? Can I pull him a hatred
Oh
die?
yeah, and then we come to hatred, right? The result, what do you do with hatred?
It just gives you like a second dice pool.
Yeah, but I think it's something about whoever rolls the highest wins the duel. If the highest number for both players is the same, the player rolled that number the most time wins. I don't have the snippet about hatred. What do the rules say about hatred?
I think it's a little farther down in the book.
I wasn't looking at the book. I was looking at a handout of it.
Oh, hold on, scoring the scene. I'm looking at the book.
I got the book open now. The last thing that occurred to the final duel is they release their anger. If a player to release their anger will go past their emotions, a player that releases their hatred will discard all of their hatred dice and roll only their standard dice for the first strike. Okay, single strike.
The example 3 is on page 43. I'm not wearing my glasses because
Yeah.
I don't have Eric's lighting setup. I get.
Oh yeah, it's something you have to discard dice down. After the dice have been rolled, players should not move or adjust their numbers, as the results could change if they're harnessing hatred. Hatred dice are now rolled after the initial roll and be used to modify results. After you've rolled your standard dice, if you're using hatred, you will roll another pool of d6s equal to the hatred that you have accumulated throughout the game. Hatred dice will be added together with your standard dice to give you your final result. However, if you harness hatred, you will discard any normal dice that show a number higher than your hatred die.
Okay, so like if my dice pool here shows nothing higher than a 4, then I discard those 5s that I got, and my highest is a 4.
Yeah. However, if you harness hatred, you will discard any normal dice that show a number higher than your hatred dice.
Yes. So yeah, what I just said.
Yeah. So if your highest die is a 4, you would discard your 5s.
Yes. So yeah, what I said. You know what? I'm harnessing my hatred.
Yep.
She's real fucking mad about this. Not only, you know what I think this is? I think this is her tossing aside the knife and deciding, you know, I'm just gonna fucking rip you apart with my bare hands.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 5.
Ooh.
Oh.
You're
So even 3 5s doesn't beat a 6.
no.
No. Yeah. So I don't walk out of this. you walk out of this.
I do. But how? I mean, we could totally do the thing that, like, nanite virus thing, like, cripples you.
Or like,
Or what? Do you fall? You're like it's rather like if the fight would have lasted longer, you would have beaten me. But like the exploding place, like just by luck, by chance or something, makes you like fall, and you're like holding on, and you're doing that like last hold on thing, and I could help you up or something like that kind of thing.
but no, maybe you do go to help me up, and I'm like, no, and I just like let myself fall.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
And I say it didn't have to be like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Fucking rad. All right.
All right.
Do we have enough time for Murderous Ghosts?
I can get through this. If you draw badly, like, we can get through this game in 45 minutes.
All right.
5-minute break, and we'll see how fast I can kill you in Murder Ghosts.
Cool. Yep. 5 minutes, and then speed running Murder Ghosts. All right. Don't go any. Yeah.
It's a fast game.
All right. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be back. That was Reflections. We'll be back for Murderous Ghosts on the other side of the break. See you in 5 minutes. Hello, everybody. We're back. How's it going? Um, yeah, so we finished reflections, and now for the last part here of the show, Sam's gonna take it away, and we're gonna run some murder ghosts, some murderous ghosts. Sam, take it away.
Okay, so Murderous Ghosts is, I'm just going to read, it's a game by D. Vincent Baker.
Vinny
It's
Bakes.
D. Vinny Bakes. It's actually the first Powered by the Apocalypse game I ever played. Um, there's a story here, whatever. It's the game that made me realize, oh, I'm not terrible at this GMing thing. It's just that D&D, which I was attempting to run at the time, is a really bad game for me in fights against what I'm good at. Anyway, so, Murderous Ghosts is the story of an urban explorer trying to escape the haunted basements of an abandoned factory. The other player takes the part of the explorer. You, I'm reading from the MC book,
Mm-hmm.
take the part of the ghosts in their environment. You play your book in in your imagination against the other player's book and her wits. You both draw cards as you go to determine what happens next. Um, so yes, Eric has his player book, I have my MC book, and it's the format is sort of like a choose your own adventure game. Um, so like it will tell us to turn to various pages at points in the story. Um,
Correct.
correct. Now the default setting is an abandoned factory, but for reference, I've run this like 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like any environment that the other person finds creepy and that cannot be easily escaped. I don't know. What do you find creepy, Eric? Where do you want this to be?
Space, something space related is always terrifying.
All right. Is this
Um,
space station?
yeah, let's go with space
Oh,
station.
yeah.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
So yeah, sure. Yeah, so you've got
Sorry,
your
now I got the PDF open. Yeah.
yes. Okay. So I'm on page in your player book.
Yeah,
Uh
let's start. I didn't give you a name. I can't think of one. I'm 23, brave, athletic, and smart. Is what uh Vinny tells us to do.
yes.
Um, okay. Um, right. I guess I'm going to be rather than 23 though, I'm going to be 32.
Okay.
Um, I mean, brave, athletic, smart sounds really good. And my name is Lopez, like Commander Lopez
Mhm.
on the station, space station. I think it's still the ISS, I suppose, sensibly, or is it a new thing?
I feel like we're farther out in space than this. This is,
Right,
yeah, a future. This is the
right. I
future.
wasn't sure. It's like the call it like the Rosencrantz, or
Oh,
like Shakespeare.
because there's dead people on it. Yeah, sure, the Rosencrantz, the wreck of the
Okay,
Rosencrantz.
yeah,
Um,
cool. Yep.
yeah, you're exploring in this station. Your pickup's not for another 2 days. Um, maybe you're like a salvager. And this is an abandoned station. It's been abandoned for a while. It went dark years ago. Who knows what's going on in there? Um, so yeah, you were just dumped here to find anything of value, and I feel like we open up with you in the galley.
Hmm.
What's funny?
Sorry,
You,
I'm just writing it down, so it's there. Brave, smart, fit on the wreckage of the Rosencrantz.
okay, yeah. Um, you're in. You start out. We start this game out with you in the galley,
Hmm.
and you. I'm picturing like a 4 level station. This was a big station that went dark years ago for absolutely no reason. If this was our world, like ghost hunting shows would come here, but it's space,
Right.
and space is big. And for the past like 2 hours, you've been seeing like things that are slightly out of place. Like for a station that went dark so quickly, um, there's there are places where there's signs of a struggle and places that are pristine as though, they were just selling
Immaculate. Yeah.
immaculate,
Yeah. Yeah.
professionally
Yeah.
cleaned. Um, and this galley is where there's signs of a struggle. If there was blood on the counters, it is dried into a crust by now. You open up the fridge and the mold has mold. It's basically moving. You shut that real fast. Do you want to turn to page 2 for me?
Yep. I'm at page 2.
Yes.
And do I answer the question?
Yeah. Yeah. What's
Sure.
the worst thing to suggest to you?
Right. What's the worst thing to suggest to you? So this decrepit ship Hulk,
Hmm.
full of mold with strange, like serene, pristine rooms.
Hmm.
Um, this suggests madness.
All right. And then
Uh,
it tells you to turn to a
right.
page.
My choices for people who might be curious is betrayal, cruelty, madness, revenge, sorrow, or a threat to me here and now. Right.
Yeah.
So 22. Tell the MC, who is your most important role model? Um, let's go with her wife, Cameron. So what's Cameron's wife is named what's a good name? I'm blanking on a name right now.
Pippa.
Pippa.
Okay.
Dope.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
She's her moral compass, her guiding light, just moral support. Um,
Hmm. Hmm. And now Lopez is all alone.
yeah.
Okay. All right, what now? Oh,
Uh,
look,
dr-
but
yeah. So, yep. So the first thing is on your first draw of the game, this is a free draw no matter what the card is, count as a 13 or 20.
yeah. Okay.
Which I'm not sure what that means, but it's sensibly
Oh,
cards have
okay,
value.
hold on real quick. So
Those are
this is PBTA. This is PBTA.
oh, but it's
So
card based. Okay.
yeah, it's card based. So let's see. Aces are low. Aces are 1. Face cards at 11. It's just a little blackjacky. So the best possible
Okay.
thing. So a 10 plus is 13 to 21. 7 to 9 is 6 to 12. 1 to 5, or 21 or higher is a 6 minus.
Yeah. Understood.
If you bust is 21 or above, you discard your entire hand. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right. So
right.
it's like playing blackjack. Okay.
Yeah, we're basically playing blackjack. This is PBTA blackjack. So I dealt you a card. What's the card? Oh, I actually stole that card. That's not right.
Do not steal this from me.
I'm not
But
stealing.
it's like,
Denied.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have denied it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Queen of Spades. Um,
Okay. All right. So that's an 11, but it doesn't matter because this is an automatic success.
right.
Right.
My first draw of the game, it's free, and it's considered a 13 to 20.
Yes.
It says, if I haven't seen a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to 3. If there is a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to 13.
Okay. So there's no
So,
ghost yet.
yeah, so we're looking at the fridge, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you do? Just to read off, unless something interferes, she's free to move around the space, investigate, handle what's here, whatever she likes. Tell her what she finds and what happens. Answer her questions, ask her questions of your own.
Yeah. Is there any signs of activity in this galley, like recently? Specifically, I'm looking for things that would be locked that are open, footprints going somewhere.
You touch the stove and it's hot. Um, and yeah, there's
Hmm.
like a couple of cabinets open, and you can see that the dust has been disturbed on them.
Yeah.
What do you yeah, what are you looking at?
I go to the cabinets that have been disturbed, right? And I carefully look them over to see if they were like trapped at all. But otherwise, I'm gonna open them. I want to see what's been being taken. Right. I expect on a wreckage that if somebody is surviving here, they might have traps and stuff. So I'm like,
No, there's
be
no
careful.
traps. There's no traps.
Okay.
Um,
Right. So like
but
I hesitantly open this cabinet door. There's nothing except it's just what is inside the cabinet.
yeah. Uh, what you find in there is just like it's there are cans and like they're all spilled and opened. Um, and as you open this cabinet, like it's a gas stove or like a flame stove, and like as you open this cabinet, just like the flames go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it's as though the cans have been like ripped open by some kind of force, not like neatly can opened. So there's just like beans in this counter and in this cabinet and canned tomatoes spilled and like some unidentifiable meat that's probably not people.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
it's listen, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
canned. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. So this has clearly been looked over for food for somebody.
Maybe. Uh,
Okay. What's my goal here? What am I supposed to be doing on the ship?
you tell me. Are
Um.
you for salvage? Are you a reporter? Are you
Yeah. I think I'm a salvage. I'm a salvager.
okay, what were you hoping to salvage?
No. No, I'm a rescue. I guess in other words, I was gonna say people. But I guess I'm a rescuer. I
Okay,
think
yeah.
there's some sort of like SOS signal or something was activated on the ship, and I'm here to like hello, and I'm not getting any reply, so I've docked to the ship, and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
But like there's interference and you were cut off from the mothership. Or you're just
Yeah,
like a solo rescuer.
yeah. I think I'm just solo. Yeah, I'm a solo rescuer.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What's playing the fucking hero? No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the flames on the stove are going up and an alarm starts going off. What do you do?
Oh, I definitely frantically try to turn off the stove, like with the gas switches and stuff like that. Right.
Nothing doing. Yeah.
Um.
Like this the stove
Is
is not
there
on as far as you can tell, but the flames are
is
going up.
there is there a fire extinguisher or something nearby?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally okay. I would totally try to use the fire extinguisher on the flames, right? Obviously, it's like the gas version
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
to like put them out, right?
Or, yeah,
Does
and
it
it
work?
yeah, oh, yeah, it does. It does. It does. Like it takes some jiggering, but the fire's not going anywhere. Um,
Sure.
yeah. And like as you're doing that while you're distracted like trying to work this old fire extinguisher that's definitely not rated for space. Like this is a planet fire extinguisher. Um, you hear footsteps behind you. Um, and it is
I turn around holding the fire extinguisher. Yeah.
it's an older person. They
Hmm.
have very long fingers and they there's a smell of fresh grass and it's hollow-eyed. Oh, yeah, yeah, and it goes to a cutting board and it pulls just like a fistful of the stuff out of the cabinets and puts it on the cutting board and starts chopping it with like a knife that you cannot see with these. It seems like there's an extra joint on its fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I'm obviously gonna be like, hello. Hey, are you the one who pulled the signal? Hello?
I want you to draw a card. Can you draw a card?
Yeah, I can totally draw a card from the deck.
Yeah. So you're at 11. Um, what you got? Is that a
Three.
14?
Yep. I'm good.
Okay, yes. Um, turn to page 4. So the ghost keeps chopping. But like with every chop, like begins to look more and more toward you. And again, there's no visible knife in its hand. Okay, so have you turned to page 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What do you most hope it doesn't do? I love that. Well, I sure hope it doesn't reach out to me.
Okay. And remember, you can ask me questions before you pick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um,
Um, right. Does it look worried? Does it look like frantically chopping? Does it,
it looks like it's
or it's
chopping with
route?
intent. It looks like a person who chops things every day. Like the chopping motions are very workmanlike and efficient, even though it's just chopping like tomato, bean, coconut milk, meat goop. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like if you want to revise your answer based off that question, you've still got a chance.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying, to say the least. Um, I think, right. Are we alone?
Yeah, it's just you two, and this fire that you've just put out, and a moldy fridge, and blood smear, very old dried blood smears on the counter, um, and this ghost with an extra joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So what do you most hope it doesn't do? I guess.
I guess I'd hope, I think it would maybe change my answer then.
Hmm.
I hope it doesn't speak to me.
Okay. So now you draw. You can choose to discard your hand right now. You're at
Yeah.
14,
Yeah,
so if
I would discard.
yeah, yeah, do that. Okay. All right. So now you draw.
I did. 6.
Yeah. Okay, it's a 6. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so on a 6 to 12, it does one of the others. You choose and tell me which.
Okay. Choose and tell the MC to turn to 15 and choose option B.
Okay. All right. So what do you choose? What does it do instead of speak to you?
Got it. It stops still
Okay. All right.
because I'm like, hello. Are you? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. And yeah, it stops still. And huh, it takes up a handful of this goop
Mhm.
and it sort of turns towards you and there's an audible creak. Um and even though its eyes are like weirdly dull, like as it moves closer, you can see like sort of a film over it. Um, and you can see that it's not like it's making walking motions, but it's not touching the ground properly. It's just like a millimeter of above the ground, so that its walking looks wrong. Um,
Okay.
yes. Um, yeah. So what I want you to do is to turn to page 10 for me.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the ghost capable of doing to me?
Um, it's going to put you to the ground and keep feeding you until you die, basically.
Okay.
Or
Uh,
like wait, or like it does have that spectral knife.
right. Yep.
So,
So I have to draw.
yes. Are you getting it?
I am.
Yes.
10 is not great.
It's not great.
Not a bust.
Yeah.
Um, so I choose 2. Um,
Mm.
I am. I cover my face so it stops trying to feed me.
Oh, no,
Um,
it's not doing that yet. It's just
oh,
approaching you.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So then, I'm backing slowly away, but my hands won't stop shaking.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, no, stay back, stay back.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell the MC to continue from her place.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I'm thinking. Yes. Yeah, so it just like keeps advancing on you. And as it's advancing, like its handful of this goop is like dripping to the floor. And you get this like it is clear that like if it has nothing to feed you, it will just shove its hand down your throat and keep going.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like you are swiftly headed back toward the refrigerator. What do you do?
Um. Uh. I'm going to try. Is the fridge like bolted into the wall? It's not something like I can like push in way to create space between me and this overly nurturing ghost.
uh, you can try. I think
Um.
I think you can like it's shiftable, but it's hard. It's an effort. It's an obvious effort. It's a fridge. It's a space fridge.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm strong, right?
Mhm.
I'm smart and fit. And I know how to move this thing and brave. So I'm going to move this uh refrigerator to basically cordon off one of the little like galley sections of this thing so it can't directly pursue me.
Okay. Turn to page 32 for me.
Okay, it tells me to draw.
Yeah. Do it.
I will.
Remember, you can always.
Yeah. Do I want to discard my hand? 10 is a tough problem. That's a tough spot. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna draw.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck. 20, which is wait. No, that's good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
That's literally the best I could have gotten. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait. Do face cards do face cards count as 11?
Yeah. They're 11.
Oh, so I got 21. So I busted.
Oh no. Yeah. 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 Go for it. What
Uh,
does it say?
this is 32, right?
Yes.
I bust. I tell the MC the ghost takes direct notice of you. Tell the MC to turn to 17.
Cool.
Damn it, face cards.
I know that's rough, buddy. Um. Yeah.
I try to move
Yeah.
the fridge, and what happens?
Huh?
Yeah, I try to move the fridge, and what happens?
Oh, you do that. That's fine.
Okay.
It just walks through the fridge. Um,
Oh, no!
yeah, it's a ghost, but it's a ghost.
Yeah, didn't think of
Turn
that.
to page. What did I say before? 10?
Yeah.
Turn to page 16 for me.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, that's a
what
really
about...
bad page.
Yeah, so this cursed being jumps through this fridge. I have to tell you about what it seems most human to me. Its voice, I think, is what's most human to me. So maybe uh or I should ask MC questions, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the option there. So tell
Hmm.
me, so it passes through. Is it coming at me with the same tenacity to try to feed me, or is it upset that I'm running away?
It seems confused. It walks directly to that bridge. It's confused as to why you are trying to get away from it. Um,
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Um, right. So I think it's no, I think I'm going to use the answer. It's fear is
mhm.
what's most human to me.
Yeah.
Its own like me rejecting it. Uh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah. So then I have to draw.
Yes, you do.
So my hand is gone, so I draw a card, and it's an ace.
It's a 1. That's a bust.
Ah, damn.
Mhm. Ace is low.
All right, choose one. I speak to it. I take a step towards it. And I reach my hand out to it. Bust. I do all three.
Okay. So
Tell
what
the MC to continue from your place. Yeah. So it looks like. So I see it like upset, and I'm like, hold on, I'm not. Do you? And I think maybe it's like, maybe if I can somehow communicate with the thing. I obviously I know this thing is spectral, Well, like I'm trying to like communicate with it because I see that it's like fearful, and so like I don't want it to be afraid. So I try to like be more personable to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, it's okay, it's okay. Do you know who else is here? Are you alone? And like take a step towards it. You know, like you're like dealing with like a lion, like that sort of like slow, methodical kind of like, but like I'm like trembling as I kind of like keep my hand out kind of towards it.
Yeah, yeah, because this is fucking creepy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, yeah. It's you feel something in your gut. It's like a squeezing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Almost as though like this presence is weighing your internal organs, specifically like your stomach. Like you did not know what your stomach felt like before that. You did not know, you did not have a sense of what your internal organs felt like. Now you know the exact shape of your stomach inside of you. Um, yeah. So like it does not seem to have understood your words, but it's very single-mindedly interested in your guts. Your
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Mm,
yeah. What do you do? Does this hurt you? Or is this just
yeah. No, I think it does. I think it does hurt me, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like at least like in the form of like yeah, just like
Humanity on.
crampy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like a bad stomach ache. What do I
Yeah, what do you do?
um get the heck out of here? I think it's probably the best course of action.
Okay.
Realizing the closer I get to this thing, it's terrifying me, and it does something to my organs, and so I'm just gonna like, I probably like slip and fall and like get up and scurry before
Wait,
standing up to get away.
yep. All right. So turn to page 12 for me.
Yep. What's the most important thing for me to do right? Ask the MC which is the most important for you to do right now. It's keep my hands steady, keep my breathing quiet, keep my eyes on it, keep my eyes closed, keep perfectly still, or keep moving, or another of the MC's choice.
Um, keep moving. If you can get out of here before it catches you, you might be good.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay.
also, also like keep your breathing quiet too.
Oh yeah, sure. It can probably hear me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Right, draw. You're probably gonna be fine. Don't bust.
Fuck.
What was it? It's a
It's
12. All right,
uh. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot it. Aces are ones. Oh, that's good.
you're fine. You're
Oh,
okay.
that's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
I do it. I can do it, but I can't do all of them. Choose two that you can't do and tell the MC. I can't keep my hands steady.
Okay.
And I can't keep my eyes closed. Right. I'm too busy looking at it as I'm running away.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm watching it look. I'm looking at it looking for me.
Okay. Yes. And the thing is, like, your attention on it is what gives it like the ability to like reach inside of you. So you just like feel a wrenching in your guts. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. Like before was a tender and gentle investigation. Um, this is
Yeah.
just like a squeeze inside of you. You fall to your knees, do you fall to the ground? How
Yeah.
far I don't know, I feel like you've gotten halfway to the hall.
Yeah. Can I crawl?
Yeah, sure. You can crawl.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crawl and scurry as fast as I can out of here
Yeah.
until I
Yeah.
can like stand up again.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
But it probably is following me.
Yeah, but like as it rushes the door, it it just dissipates. And you're out in the corridor. What do we think this corridor
Right.
looks
Looks extremely bare, exposed piping, especially in parts where it's like eroded. Um, I think there's no gravity in this section, and so I think there's floating around here
like?
are a
Yeah.
bunch of like bits of like wall, some wiring, a little bit of like circuit board, a hand.
Oh yeah, just a floating hand.
Yeah.
Nice
Right.
manicure. And
Hmm.
it's cold out here. It is cold, and you just did you describe the lighting?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's like emergency lighting only, and there is another ghost here. Um, actually,
Ghosts.
oh no, hold on, draw for me, please.
Cool. I'm gonna keep my hand.
Okay, don't bust.
Nerves of Steel. 16.
Okay, lucky. All right, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're out here. You're floating in zero G. Are you used to zero G?
Oh yeah, I'm a commander. I'm used to, especially it's not my first time salvaging and scavenging. I'm used to these sort of environments. Maybe not so much around ghosts though.
Yeah. Are you? Yeah. So like, unless something interferes, you're free to move around the space, investigate, handle what's here, whatever she likes. Tell her what she
Yeah.
finds and what happens.
Is there anything here worth salvaging?
Yeah, actually, like a lot. Like this is the wiring is still intact. Like the metal is valuable. I feel like this was a luxury station. Um,
Hmm.
or like firmly upper middle class. Yeah. So like even the guts, even where you've come out into a what was like a pretty wide maintenance shaft. It's it's nice. It's all of it's salvageable. There's and also like there's stuff floating by. There's like a nice vase has been floating down the corridor very, very slowly for a very long time.
Oh.
It hasn't
Yeah,
broken.
yeah, yeah. Like a porcelain, yeah, really delicate, beautiful vase.
It's jade. It's
Oh,
just like
jade.
straight up jade. Um,
Dang.
so like stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
You
I'm
get,
gonna take. I definitely take that vase and like wrap it around a belt or something like that, and or do I have like a sack or something I can put it in?
do you? I don't know. You tell me.
Probably
Um,
do.
yeah.
Alternatively, like I have to like lasso a little bit of like cord to it and like carabiner it to my back.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, let's say I do that.
Yeah. So like as you go along this corridor, like
Yeah. Um.
you hand before, and you see like another hand. We're like, okay, well, once coincidence, twice is happenstance. The third hand, three times is enemy action. You see a third hand, and like you see a finger. No sign of decomposition. Um, they're just floating. A pinky finger, a ring
Yeah.
finger, another whole hand. Um, just like in this floating debris field. What do you do?
So do I recognize any of the hands? I'm gonna go examine them, or like I'm looking for anything like, oh yeah, these are definitely crew members, or are these like other scavengers? Like, are they wearing gloves or
They're all nice hands. They're all well manicured.
right
Um,
luxury,
yeah, like
affluence,
yeah,
style,
eleganza. Casual.
eleganza? That's the word.
Yes. And like
Hmm.
when you touch this hand, like you hear a clattering in the pipes, and a little steam vent escapes, and just like unbirthed out of this pipe is like a person, just like sort of slowly squeezing its way out of, a 2-inch hole. It's part oozing and part like being forced out, and it's wearing
Ugh.
in coveralls, and it's got a screwdriver in its
Yeah.
hand. This is this is even more human than the last one because like at least the last one had eyes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Oh, this is the only way I can go because otherwise I'm stuck back at the galley. So I'm gonna.
Um yes. So I want you to draw first.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yep.
8. It's
8.
good.
Okay, that's fine. Is it? Oh no, on an 8, when the other player enters, the ghost takes immediate notice of her and approaches her. Yeah. Um it it approaches you, and like what piece of hardware do you have on you?
I have like a multi-tool, like a tricorder looking
Mhm.
device.
Yeah, it approaches you, and it like sort of like wags its horrible nightmare fingernail. Again, it's also got that weird extra joint, the ghost. Um, it wags its oh goodness, I just burped. Wags its finger at you. Mm-mm-mm.
Mhm.
And it takes your tricorder and like starts unscrewing it. And where its eyes should be, there are just tears leaking. Um,
Like a
there's
faucet.
no, just like a person cries. There's no discernible source of the tears, but it is crying. Um, why don't you turn to page 14 for me?
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Should I read it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do what do I hope most it doesn't do? I love how this game just flat out phrases questions like this way. I
Hmm.
really enjoy that. Um, what do you most hope it doesn't do? I hope it doesn't corner me. Let's start
Okay.
there.
Yeah. All right.
I don't need to ask you any questions. I hope it doesn't corner me.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
pretty straightforward.
Faceless repairman. No, thank you. I want to be able to get through this corridor.
Mm.
I have to draw.
Draw for me. Go for it.
I have an 8. I feel comfortable drawing.
Do you?
17.
17. Okay. That's a
Nerves of
six.
Steel. Yes, that is a full success. It does none of them. Tell the MC.
Okay. Uh, God damn it. Where are we? Turn to page 19. Okay, so yes, like here's the thing, like it's got this spectral screwdriver, but it's just holding it over your tricorder, uh,
Mm-hmm.
like thing. Like the future screws are unscrewing themselves, and like it grabs your chin and makes you look at the guts of its machine, of like your tricorder. What do you do? And like again, like
I
it,
can't. I can't not have my tricorder, so I'm gonna wrestle it free.
okay,
Can I do that?
I'm turning pages. Um, I'm thinking real quick.
Sure.
Turn to page 34 for me.
It says draw.
Okay, do that.
I'm clearing my hand. Drawing 5. That's a bust. Tell the MC the ghost murders me. Tell the tells the MC to turn 37.
Okay. 37.
Shit, that was not one to fail.
No. So yeah, I think that what happens here is like it gets angry that you're trying to wrestle the thing it's trying to fix for you. There's nothing wrong with your
Yeah,
tricorder. This
of
is just
course.
what the ghost does.
Yeah, it's trying to. Yeah.
Trying to fix it because it's caught in a loop. It fixes things. It's a ghost that fixes things. Um, and it just like fucking sticks its screwdriver through your eye, and for
Yep.
a steel screwdriver, it's very solid. Yeah. So the other player has been left for dead by the ghost because she is dead. Ask her what she looks like as a ghost. What do you look like as a ghost?
I think. I think the screwdriver is still sticking through my eyeball.
Hmm.
Seems right.
Yeah.
And I think I'm hopelessly searching for something.
Yeah. Okay. So turn to page 46 for me.
46.
Oh yeah, we're going way down. Way down.
Oh, that is like how deep this book is. You've been murdered by ghosts. The end. Thanks for playing.
Let's see. And the rest of my page 37 is, did you scare yourself? Did you leave troubling questions unanswered? Then you win. Me, the MC. The end. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, this is cool. I didn't know this game plays this way.
Yeah, that's how Murderous Ghosts work. Uh, what I'll actually do when I'm playing normally is like if I have the chance to have the ghost kill somebody, I will pull back so that the game lasts like 2 hours instead of I just killed you in 40 minutes.
Hmm.
Exactly. Just because of your bed draw. But yeah,
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 this is
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Do you want to do the book club portion of the evening?
Yeah, let's do our book club portion.
Yes.
So what do we, right? So what? Let's talk about our favorite moments from the game. Um, I think from reflections, my favorite moment had to be the archive scene.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I liked the block party scene. Just like
Yeah,
a moment of calm before the storm.
yeah,
Because like
that too.
yeah, even in the horrible dystopian future, people like
Still get down.
still get down, still want to like block off a 10 block area and fucking party hard.
Party. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was a nice scene. Like I could just imagine sort of that summertime sunset uh visual. I don't know. It was
Mm,
cool. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. How about murder ghosts?
Murder ghosts. I really like how I'm like I don't want this thing to corner me, and then I completely bust. I like how I feel like I got the hang of it. I just was not expecting to bust there.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
murder,
That's what you're
murder is yeah. What I like about this game is that for Powered by the Apocalypse, this game is I could be speaking off base here, but this is a good way for me when I think of Apocalypse World games of handling harm and like actual danger. Because every time I play Apocalypse World, I'm like always I always feel like I'm a little too soft, like I'm doing too many soft moves, and these are like no, these are really hard moves, like every time.
Yeah, like
No, you failed. This is bad, really bad now. Respond.
yeah. So like the page facing page 37 is, if you had asked me, if you had told me to page 35, a ghost is murdering the other player. If you've not already, decide how the ghost will kill her by direct violence, by environmental danger, by supernatural violence. So one time, like I had somebody skewered on a piece of rebar for environmental danger. Like,
Nice.
the whole like this game is so heavily weighted in favor of like you will the player will not survive the game. Sure, like somewhere out there, someone has drawn really well and survived the game, but like
That's
probably
not.
you're probably not gonna.
Yeah, that's not you.
It's like yeah, no, yeah, yeah. It's not even me. It's not even me loving murder. It's just like that's the game. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's dope.
So yeah,
Cool.
yeah. All right. What's next on the book club list?
Moments. If we could play more, what would happen? There was like longer campaign.
Yeah,
Well, these are like one-shotty games, so it's not really.
specifically designed for one
Yeah.
shots.
Anything we didn't like or wanted to improve, or something, anything you would like to change?
What worked, what didn't?
Yeah.
Man, like, I wish that Reflections was not a game about samurai, just like
Yeah.
system wise. Just because, like, I have a big fucking bone to pick with white people writing things about Asian cultures, and it's
Yeah.
not my lane,
Yep.
but like, this could have been a generic game.
Yeah. The back of the book does have ones that are definitely not that.
Yeah, but also, like, that's the back of the
That's
book.
yeah, exactly. Why is the back of the book this way? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I
Yep.
understand because Asian culture has been defanged and commoditized in a way that means that the whites think that they can just like that think that it's a toy, but like really. But Reflections is super solid system, so like I was a little at the samurai stuff, but it's a good game.
Oh yeah.
So like yeah, that's that's what didn't work for me. But what did work was, first of all, I love playing Murderous Ghosts, and I love doing murders.
It's a good
And damn,
one.
I wish I knew what happened on that space station. I have no fucking clue. Also, the I didn't expect to die at the end of Reflections, but it worked.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect to die either. But then I
Oh,
rolled a 6.
yeah.
I got those roll 20 hacks. Don't come into my house with those dice. Nah, just kidding.
All right,
Uh,
what worked for you and what didn't?
for what worked for me, for reflections is just, I mean, we're just the game doesn't really get in the way. I Reflections' real fucking killer app is that it's pacing structure, its design of those 5 scenes in terms of what it tries to get you out, like get out of them. Even though we did kind of rush it a little bit, and like
Yeah.
we still wanted that sort of like that sort of like general like narrative trajectory is like kind of it's very insightful. It's intuitive that like yeah, that is exactly how things should go, and
Mhm.
so that went really well. Even though if we tried to, I ended up like rushing it a little bit in terms of like getting to the next narrative beat, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Because we only
Yeah,
technically have 3 hours plus
yeah,
the decompression
yeah.
time.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. What I like about Murderous Ghosts, is that I like how just so much of it is codified compared to Reflections. It's a good opposite example of a very fun game that has a lot of structure.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I once read like an account on fucking RPG Reddit
Ew.
about like, somebody using this as like a characterization thing. So, for example, if you had picked betrayal as the one thing the scenario suggested to you, the thing was, tell the MC who will miss you if you don't come home. Uh, tell the MC the closest you've ever been to death. Tell the MC if and when you're planning to have children. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I
No.
don't think that's related to anything you said, it's just a thing that I
No.
like.
No, like I really love. Look, I really love the design of Murderous Ghosts, and I've mentioned this before that I think as for one shots, I think that does. I've stolen the tech of that design. Just how Johnstone has stolen it for like City of Disc stuff.
Mhm.
That the idea of like pick the thing you don't want to happen. Cool. Now that is now roll. Yeah, want to fail? It is totally that thing.
Yeah.
Like that is that's so smart. That's so clever.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hate it. I love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Love it too. So I really like the game in that way. It's cool.
Yeah.
I want to play it again, and I think it'll be fun playing with a lot of people rather than one on one too.
Yeah, like there is a party game version where you're escaping from like a haunted hotel, and on D-Vinny Bakes' Patreon, I
Mhm.
literally only signed up for the Patreon to get the party game version of this book.
Mhm.
Um he says, "Yeah, I wrote this as a one-on-one game, but I never want to run it as a one-on-one game. I always run it for a crowd." Um, so
Sure.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, the OG version. Uh,
This is the this is the OG. Okay.
what did
Um
it work for you?
um I feel like it's a little bit of like we had to do a little bit of heavy lifting where it's like, wait a second, what am I doing on the ship real quick? Like we were just getting thrust into a scenario where I wasn't really sure what what we were doing. But then like I was like, okay, but then you're like, you tell me, and I was like, oh, okay, and I just did it, right? But like soon as there was just a couple of questions about getting it set up in that regard, only because like I never read the book before, or like I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that it had cool moves, but and that has like cool Powered by the Apocalypse moves in it, but I didn't know anything else about it. I didn't even know it was card based.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we were playing it off label because whatever.
Sure.
Young ingenue in an abandoned factory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
In 40 minutes. Yeah.
Anything about you?
No, I'm good. Like, I wish I could have drawn that Game of Murder Ghost out because I want to see more of this creepy space station.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's all we got time for tonight.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're Gucci.
Yeah. Sam, where can people find you?
You can find me at Passerins on Twitter.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And you can find me at Eric Vulgaris on Twitter.
Nerd.
So, yeah, I'm a nerd. All right. Thank you, everybody. This has been episode 25 of Once Upon a Game, a double duty episode of 2 games in 1. So we'll be back next Friday with a game to be determined. But yeah, it's Once Upon a Game. Take care.
We out.